Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/LoganRobo. Tonight's game is Bad End Theater. Remember, it's only a bad ending if you decide to let it be an ending. Unless, like, you die or something, then it's pretty decisively ended at that point. But maybe that ending is just the beginning for someone else's villain arc. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? Welcome! I had forgotten that this thing has a warning at the top for blood, gore, violence, and strong language. I feel like when we played this before, it was very wholesome, even though a genocide was committed by a hero against the underlings of the Overlord, except for little Badonkers. Badonkers made it out. I should probably explain for the lurkers who Badonkers is before I start name-dropping little Badonkers. But first, let's say hi to everybody. I see Ray was here bright and early, saying, I hope Logan can 100% this game tonight. I have never 100%ed any game on Steam. I assume that there's, like, a good ending if you do enough bad endings. So I think that's gonna be our goal. Beowulf says, lonely man late, as per usual. If it's usual, am I really late then, or am I just on time? Ray says he should make the schedule say 7:40 MST/HJ. I've already changed the start time over on YouTube to 7:35, so actually that, maybe I should. Maybe I finally should. Doc says, late gun robo. Bill says he'd still be here late even if it said 7:40. That's right, it would just push back how late I am. And you wanted to start even later than that? Bill says, there's the lonely man. Doc says, yay. Oak says, longa. Queegator says, little badonk. And meanwhile, over on YouTube, Hidden Hand is saying, Mia's waiting. Hi! How are you doing? I'm doing all right. How is everybody here? Hidden Hand, Ray, Beowulf, Doc, Oak, Queen Katie. How are all of you? I know that Oak is still sick with COVID, but I hope you're all doing well. And I hope, Oak, that you're feeling better. Okay, so I gotta give some background for anybody who was not here the last time we sampled this game. So about 1 year ago, we had a stream where we did, I was calling it like a sample platter, where we took a whole bunch of games, because I'd kind of accumulated a bunch on Steam that had gone on like sales for really cheap but hadn't played. And so we played like the first 10, 20 minutes or so of a whole bunch of games. And one of them was Bad End Theater, and it was one of my favorites of the night. And we did one quick little run through, and it got like an ending really quickly in like 10 or 20 minutes. And so I went and I looked up the VOD for that, and I watched that section because I needed to remind myself. And so if we can, I'm gonna try and start and do that exact same thing. It was really quick. We're gonna get the underling, we're gonna make those little decisions just to kind of catch us all up. But also for those who weren't here, it was proposed by our lovely Squire mod, Crystal, that our underling was named Badonkers, so he's little Badonkers. But we still need to come up with names for the hero, the maiden, and the overlord. So maybe they can all be variations of Bonkers. Maybe Badonkers, Katonkers, Shadonkers, Krabonkers, I don't know. We will all decide. But let's see. I gotta read one or two more comments and we will load up the game. Jackson on says, well, we're here, unlike in your dream. And I appreciate that. I don't know why I had the weird dream where I was just like paranoid that nobody was gonna want to see Bad End Theater. So I'm very excited for it. I hope you guys are excited for it. Doc says, unless we're all an illusion. Well, here, I know a very clever way, Doc, to find out if you are an illusion. An illusion says what? Now when I catch up to chat, if anybody says what, I'll know that you're an illusion. Omari says, I'm here. Like I said, good to see you, Omari. Who here, by raise of hands, I say as if I can see your hands, has played this game before, you're familiar with it. Let's go ahead and load it up. Sorry, I have it set on music. I was going through the settings, trying to adjust the volume on things. I hope you can hear me okay over the music. Let's enter the Bad End Theater. Now, we had done a tutorial at the start of it, which is, I guess, it's a button that's behind my camera, where it's like, you can pick the human doll or the demon doll, and it just explained how it works. Basically, you pick a character, and then you make decisions, and whatever decisions you make, what it sounds like is that it unlocks character traits, which you can then decide if that character has those traits when playing other characters' playthroughs. So for Underling, we apparently unlocked Hungry and Disloyal. And so if we were to play like Overlord, for example, then the Underling, and that would be Hungry and Disloyal unless I unchecked those things. So here's the Underling, little badonkers. We also have You Are the Hero. You're a maiden. And the Overlord. So we're going to go through, as you can see, we've still only unlocked 1 out of 41 endings. We're going to load up, do a little badonkers. I'll try and make not try, it's like 3 decisions. We'll make those really quick to just kind of catch us up where we are. I hope that it's not one of those things where it's like, nope, you play it a second time, it's going to be different. But then maybe that'll just be something for all of us to enjoy. We shall see. Let me read 1 or 2 more comments, though. Oak says, although I am hungry, so I might lurk a little bit to eat some ramen. Ooh, like what kind of ramen? That sounds pretty good, actually. I had a very small dinner tonight, and I'm actually kind of hungry. Oak says, everyone besides you is an illusion. You're the only one, Doc. Ray says, I got little badonkers. Raymu and Cerno. Okay, Cerno, I remember. You were talking about Cerno before. Who is Raymu? I don't remember that. Waiting here, watching with me. Also, this song is very nostalgic for me. It's so good. Like the opening, like the menu song. Quickgator said chat needs to vote on names for the other route. Well, we'll go one at a time next, because we'll do the Underling really quick, and then we'll decide whether we're doing the Hero, the Maiden, or the Overlord, and then we'll pick names when we do each route. How's that sound? Oak says, I know nothing about Bad End Theater. Well, that's okay. You didn't know anything about Ace Attorney, and you enjoyed that. So we're gonna have a recap. We'll see. Hidden Hand was saying over in YouTube, yeah, I was saying Mia's waiting. Also, I'm playing Shadow Generations and trying to do not dying on bosses on hard mode. Yeah, I'm not falling for that trick. I am not an illusion. Okay, so we've confirmed that Hidden Hand is not an illusion, and also in the chat was it Oak also is not an illusion. So we're doing pretty good. We're 2 for 2. Doc may or may not be an illusion. Let's pick the Underling. Oh, I missed the Underling. Little badonkers is adorable. So like I said, we're going to get through this really quick. It shouldn't take more than a few minutes to recap where we did on the sample platter stream. You are a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. I like how this is a lady badonkers. Oh, and she's got little bat wings. I like her hair. Oh, it's long in the back, though, but I will forgive her that. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She gives you an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the Overlord to your friends. They agree that she's kind of a snob. Huh, what?
You have really excited Kana by mentioning bats.
Well, look, this dude has a little bat wing too. In fact, thank you very much, Oak, for the 10 bits. And is this one? But does Little Badonkers not have bat wing? Little Badonkers has a devil tail. Is it one or the other? Is it like when you're born, you either get... Is it like if you're a horse and you're born, you can be born with a unicorn horn, or you can be born with Pegasus wings? You gotta choose as a baby or something like that, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. I will read a couple more comments, though, because why not? Quickgator said, we have Little Badonkers, but we need to name the others. Oak says, I assume it has a lot of endings. I think it's just like lots of short little runs, but that like defines the characters, I think, and then we try to get a good ending, I think? We only played like 20 minutes of it. Ray says, it gets dark. As long as nothing bad happens to Little Badonkers. That is my priority. Everyone else can get disemboweled, but Lil Badonkers needs to be protected at all costs. Jackson said, doing great today. Went to a pretty nice arcade. Nice. One of the best arcades I've ever been to is one time I was visiting Chicago. They have an arcade there called the Galloping Ghost. It was one of the most amazing. It was one of the most amazing places I've ever. It's one of those arcades where you like pay money to get in, and then all the machines are on free play. And they had like every arcade machine like ever, including some that were never fully released. That were just like in prototype phases. It was so cool. Oak says, I've 100%ed like 4 games or so. Ooh, what are the 4 that you've 100%ed, Oak? And Quickgator says, technically, Logan, the ending you got last time was a good ending. Lil Badonkers just ditched his fam. I checked my achievements. It was called the deserter or deserted ending. So I guess everybody else died, but it was happy for Lil Badonkers, so I guess we could have ended right there. Everybody else died, but we were okay. So that's what matters, right? They agree that she's kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Let's overthrow her, or let's not. Okay, so the choice I made last time was, let's overthrow her. So let's overthrow her. No! You're sick of this overlord holding you and your friends back. I love that little face. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new overlord. You like the sound of that. You announce your first act of rebellion is to take a day off like you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. Also, this girl back here is like a cyclops. Oh, this guy's like a triclops. I didn't even see underneath his squiggle horn. That is not a horn. That is something unpleasant. Oh, and she's got like extra eyes too. You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. Oh, the change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She's purty. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come save her. You consider your options. Gobble her up or tell her to quit yelling. Last time we chose to tell her to quit yelling. We were nice to the maiden. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat though. Ray says, I have perfected 9 games according to Steam. Well, what games? Ray says, we should call the maiden Chapel Rowan. Rowan? That's the HOTTOGO girl, right? The hot to go girl? Huh? I don't know about that. We can have a poll though. If chat deems that is her name, we mayhaps go with that. Quickita says, I think the only 100% cave I have on Steam was Slay the Princess. Till the update came out. How close are you now to 100%ing it all over? Oak says, Persona 5 Royal, Celeste, almost getting over it. It's just a matter of time. And very close to Persona 3 Reload. I told you guys, Persona 3 is probably the closest I've ever gotten to 100% in game. There's one achievement I missed, and that was to max out all social links. And I couldn't do that in one playthrough. Oh, and there's some stuff happening over on YouTube. Hidden Hand says, get Edgeworth in here to arrest the Overlord then. No matter the game, I'm always Ace Attorney minded. I think that's a good way to go. Ooh, we could call the hero Miles if we want. We should start brainstorming possible names for the poll. Hidden Hand says, I don't know why. Oh, Crystal is over on YouTube saying, understandable. Ace Attorney is amazing. Hidden Hand says, oh, hello there. Chris says, go, Lil Badonkers, be the Overlord. Hidden Hand says, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna tell her to quit yelling. Look how happy they are. It should just end right here. When the maiden realizes you are not going to hurt her, she regains her composure. Now she started talking to you like your friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. I love the art style on this too. Like, look how cute she is. Look at that little nose, that little Pac-Man mouth. You speak the same language, of course, which has always confused you because why is there conveniently only one language in the world? If demons and humans have independent societies, wouldn't it make sense for them to each have their own language? The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. Bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. The Overlord asks where you found this maiden, knowing full well you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. Even Angry sees adorable too. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. I love that she's just a present. It's like, you own her, Overlord. She belongs to you now. The Overlord nods and says everything's cool as long as you always listen to her from now on. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mentioned how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her. She gives you a look and you say, it's just a joke. Of course. She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. I think we're about 2/3 to the ending that we got. Ooh, excited music here now. Oak says, but then episode Igus came out. Have you still not finished episode Igus? Am I like ahead of a super fan of Persona? Quickita says, I propose for the Overlord, Ma Donkers. It's better than like Mommy Milkers or something like that. Doc says, Madonkers has my vote. Quickity says, Overload. Oh, did you spell it wrong? Oh, you said Overload. Doc says, what? Ray says, huh? Jackson says, bro. Omari says, I have. Oh, crap. That was people saying what? So Doc is an illusion. But Ray and Jackson and Omari said things other than what, so you're not illusions. Oak said, okay, that was really bad timing. My mom came into my room the second you started explaining, so I didn't catch any of that. Okay, so I think, again, the recap is that we do lots of short little runs, and every time we do a run with a character, that establishes that character's personality for other runs of other characters we do. Does that make sense? Oak. Quickity says, suggestion for Maiden, Sweedonkers. Not because the donkers are sweet, but because they're Swedish. They're Sweedonkers. So when we see her, she'll have to speak with a Swedish accent. She is a Swedish maiden. And Doc says, suggestion for the hero, Greg. I need to write all these down so we can keep track of these. Okay, so first of all, hero is Greg. Overlord is Madonkers. And Maiden is Sweedonkers. We should be able to have up to like 5 suggestions for each if we do a poll. And I can always like add some extra ones if we need to. Doc says, I read that. Well, okay, let's play a little bit more. Although I'll glance over at YouTube again. Let's see, Crystal says, if something happens to my son, Little Badonkers, I'm all right. Crystal, is Little Badonkers your child? Are you the Madonkers? Hidden Hand says, what about Spanish, bro? Oh, maybe that's the language they're all speaking. They could be speaking Spanish. I don't know. I'm glad that the game is then translated. Crystal says, laughing, Madonkers. Hidden Hand says, epic music. Crystal says, I don't know about y'all, but I think we have a theme for names in Bad End Theater. Yeah, Badonkers, Madonkers, Swadonkers, and Greg. After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sound of battle. You emerge from your room to find that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk! I mean, it's fine if he, like, gets the associates. They're not real friends, but some are your friends. And then, I love how Avenge Your Fallen Comrades has a skull. I assume that means this is a bad ending, so it's warning us. But last time we said, save yourself, Badonkers. You look around at the lifeless forms of those you've known for as far back as you can remember. You feel glad not to be in their shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee the castle until you remember your role not as an underling, but as a demon. This kind of thing is expected of you. Maybe you'll start a new life far away from any humans or demons, where you'll live peacefully, alone, in some deep, dark forest somewhere. Deserter, underling, end. So that's the ending we got last time. So now we reset the stage. We go back here. And so that's what got us hungry and disloyal. So hungry is eats the maiden immediately. No! How do we unlock that? Disloyal gets involved in the plot to kill the overlord. So yeah, we're gonna do disloyal. So now we gotta decide who we're gonna do next. I say we should do the maiden next. We should do the characters as they appear in the story. So it'd be maiden, overlord, and then hero. So that is what I think. So we need more suggestions for the maiden. Ray says, you pick a guy, play their story, unlock traits that can make them act differently towards other characters in other stories in order to get more endings. Oak says, thank you, I love you. Ray says, Reimu is the main question mark character in the Toho games. Okay, I think I've seen a picture of her. Like dark hair, I think it's like a white and red kind of outfit. Quickity says, Reimu is the Shrine Maiden from Toho, the same game that Cerno is from, and I love her so much. One day when fate is aligned, I shall gift you an actual Toho game. I did try testing out the one that was like not a real game. It was pretty fun. I mean, I wasn't very good at it. Quickity said, yes, Angel Reimu is the main character of the games, besides a witch magician Marisa. Quickity says, bat wings, bat. Hey, Queen Katie. Betty. Ray says, okay, because I've only played 2 and not very well versed in lore. I just love the characters. Quickity says, mood angel, mood. Ray says, I'm collecting Fumos. Crystal, since you're a mod squire, have you been able to gather enough potential names for the maiden, or do I need to populate some more? Let's go ahead and check out YouTube. Crystal says, I'm the Mama Donkers. And Hidden Hand says, run, but man, hang on, I need a sip of water. My voice is still not back to 100%. Run, Badonkers! Okay, so here we're gonna do a poll. We're gonna do a poll. And we gotta do The only name that I've seen is Sweet Donkers, though. I should scroll to the bottom. And we should say, okay, name for maiden. And we have Sweet Donkers. I hope that doesn't get censored. I hope so. Let's call her. What else can we call her? Let me scroll and see if anyone else. Oh, I see that there was a nomination for Goku for the hero, so we'll give hero also. It could be Goku. But I'm not seeing any other. Have there been others for the maiden? I don't want to miss them. I'm trying to like scroll really, really quickly. Really, if anybody had another name for the maiden, type it in the bottom of the chat right now. Right now, just really, really quickly. And then we'll make the poll, and you guys will decide the name of the maiden. I see Queen Katie saying Poppy. We can do Poppy, like Poppy Playtime. Jackson says Rosa. We can do Rosa. We could do what?
Penny.
Oh, okay, Penny. Thank you, Rukov, for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. So Doc says Nadime, which is kind of maiden backwards. I'm the A and the I are switched, but it's basically maiden. And Penny. So go ahead, and we will allow additional voting. In fact, we're going to allow a lot of additional voting. We're going to make this, you can do just 1 point for voting. 2-minute poll. But Rukov, how you doing? Good to see you. Let's see. Gotta read some more. Quickity says, aw, bat wings. Oak says, also Longa, how is your voice doing? It's like about the same as yesterday, as you've probably been able to hear. Quickity said, wait, then that means poor little Badonkers is wingless. Little Badonkers, it's a flightless Badonkers. Ray says, that guy's horn looks like a bicep. Oh, okay, that's better than what I worried it looked like. Doc said, the two genders, bat or devil. Oak says, I need to know if I can scare you yet. I would say probably not yet. Let's aim for Tuesday, but see how we're doing then. Ray says, I want to spoil things so bad, but I must hold back. Oak said, I may make ramen early while I'm confused as to what's happening. Why that guy have a... see that on the forehead. That's what I thought it looked like. Crystal says, have fun, little Badonkers. You deserve it. How's the poll going? I should probably vote in the poll as well. Right now, it looks like it's head-to-head between Sweet Donkers and Penny. It's like neck and neck. I voted Penny, because I think Penny is just a really sweet name. Vote Penny. Chat, vote Penny. Vote Penny. Vote Penny. Quick. Everybody vote Penny. Vote Penny. Vote Penny. Could be Pen... I would say Penny Donkers, but then that would look like that was a combination of something else with Donkers. But we will abide by whatever democratically is chosen by y'all. It looks like Sweet Donkers is pulling into the lead. Somebody's clearly got a very fast tapping button. Oh, but Penny just took a bit of a leap. Oh, wow, Penny narrowed the gap. Oh, Penny's taking the lead now. Oh, it's neck and neck. They're within 1 vote of each other. 1 vote still. It's going back and forth. Holy cow, look at that. Oh my gosh, the bidding. I can't tell. It's like, again, it's going back and forth right now. Penny is a little bit ahead by 2 votes, by 3 votes. But okay. Oh my gosh, it's really close. It's really, really close. Okay. I'm sorry that on YouTube you can't see this poll, but it's like very, very dramatic. I'm sorry if I tipped the scales, but oh wow, the poll is done. Penny won barely 48% to 46%, 293 votes to 282. Wow. Oh, contributing 195 channel points. That was dramatic. So it's Penny, but you know what? We'll say that Penny's last name is Sweet Donkers. Okay, Penny Sweet Donkers. That is her full name. So let's do, you are a maiden. Oh, look, you're a maiden. She's so sassy. Little hand on the hip. So cheerful. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. You're told that you are fated to be captured by the overlord one day because you are a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity. Who knows? Wouldn't that be awful if, like, yeah, if you're pretty, you get captured and you're like, crap, I haven't been captured. Does that mean I'm not pretty? You are in a church. You pray to your god, asking why you have been born into this role of maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You are impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. I like that it's gosh darn. The warning in the beginning said foul language. I hope gosh darn is as bad as it gets. I like puffing out her cheeks. Maybe you'll understand your role better if you were just to hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon. Just to, you know, see what happens. See where the night takes you. Sometimes you go out in the forest and find little badonkers and just let instinct take over. It's a little badonkers. I do like how that each route apparently looks like is colored for the individual characters. So little badonkers isn't blue, little badonkers is like a violet. Not long into your adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Huh?
It's not fair you had multiple people and I was the only Swedonkers voter.
What?
I am a competitive Bed Wars player. I can click 20 times a second, but the you have voted successfully pop-up is directly on top of the vote again button, so my speed is half.
Oh no, I thought Queen Katie was the one who wanted Swedonkers as well. I would have thought the two of you were like teamed up together. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate it. I'm sorry, again, she's Penny Swedonkers. She's Little Miss Swedonkers. But in fact, over there, Lil Badonkers, Lil Badonkers' first name is Lul. L-I-L apostrophe. And then Badonkers, they all have a first and last name. How about that? Is that a good compromise? That they have full names? Lil Badonkers and Penny Swedonkers. Is that good? Let's see. Over on YouTube, Hidden Hand says, Penny. Did I say that correctly, or did I just say a coin? Wow. Epic. Crystal says, Penny Swedonkers. Let's go. Hidden Hand says, boo. Ah! And then gets scared. It was so scary, just like Maiden is scared. It looks pretty scary. Shout for the hero to come save you. Just all polite. Introduce yourself. Oh, look how happy she is. She's so cute.
Fine. I'll take it, but I will be spiteful the whole stream in retaliation.
You know what? That is fair. That is fair. I think you've earned it. You've earned it. You've earned that spite. I, rather than having spite, will have 7-Up because I just prefer it. I like cherry 7-Up. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. I gotta read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Let's see. Oka saying, Crystal does quote 293. Crystal says, my son. And then does quote 253. Omari says, I've only ever 100%ed Persona 5R. I can't even imagine. Like, that's gotta take multiple runs, right? Of a very long game. Quickita says, you know what? Let me check what percentage I am on Slay the Princess at the moment. Jackson says, oh, nice. My arcade also did have a time for pay for time for free play thing, but didn't have those super rare prototype games yet. And mentioned, I mostly went because they have Groove Coaster and Tycho, which are very hard to find for me. I do enjoy, like, one of my favorite, back when I had a social life, and I was impressive enough to girls to go on dates. One of my favorite, like, first date activities would be to go to the Nickelcade. You know, you spend like 10 or 20 bucks, whatever the admission is for 2 people. I think it's less than that. I think it's like 10 bucks gets 2 people in. But then you also bring, like, you know, 10 or 20 bucks to just change in nickels. And you just go through and you just play stuff. You play games against each other. You play stuff, try and win tickets. The whole thing is you try and win enough tickets to, like, get some cool prizes at the end. We'd either each try to get a big prize or like a ton of flavored Tootsie Rolls and plastic spider rings. It was fun. I miss when girls gave me attention, like, romantically. Oak says, I've fully 100%ed P5R, which is fun, like the Thieves' Den and also Steam achievements. Quicket says, hero name, Star Donkers. Okay, I'll write that down here. Star Donkers. So we already have, like, 3 possibilities for the hero. And Crystal says, amazing. Quicket says, I'm at 85% for Slay the Princess now. 112 out of 131. So I'm definitely close. Okay, let's play a little bit more here. You tell the demon your name, Penny Swedonkers, and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to have really been listening to you, which is a little irritating. I love little badonkers. Ah, they're so cute. They agreed to take you to their master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you were introduced to the Overlord. She lectures the underling that brought you here, who was apparently told not to leave their post. You wonder what cruel punishment awaits them. Apparently it was forgiveness. But to your surprise, she lets them off easy. The underling is dismissed, and the Overlord turns to you looking very interested. You explain why you've come, and she squints at you. Turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens or to do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. How now? Bow?
Woke up in the middle of the night with this thought, for having a great relationship with his mom. Logan plays a lot of games with mommy issues, doesn't have anything to do with anything. But I sleep.
Thank you for the 10 bits, Rook. Does this game have mommy issues? I know Persona 5 had daddy issues in it. But no, my mom is the best. She's the greatest mom. No offense to any of the moms out there, she is the best mom ever. So yeah, in y'all's face, moms of the world. But thank you for the 10 bits, Rukov. Get some rest, get some sleep. Sleep well. I actually didn't sleep very well last night. It was very noisy outside of my place this morning, in the early morning, and yeah. But anyway, thank you for the 10 bits. Good night, Rukov. Sleep well. If you can't sleep, feel free to come back and hang out some more. Ray says, I perfected There Is No Game, wrong dimension. Inline, that one was so hard. Phantom was Batula. I'm not familiar with that one. Bad in Theater. Straff Tat. I'm not familiar with some of these games. Juice Galaxy. Heck Taker. I played that game. That's a fun one. I saw someone's making a fan game. It's like a fighting game. I love the design of the three Cerberus dogs. 20 small mazes and milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. We've rated someone who played one of those games once. Jackson said, bruh, I know this arcade website that maps out arcades in all arcades in the world. I looked up Chicago and the first result was literally called Logan Arcade? Wow. No, like I said, the one that I went to was called The Galloping Ghost, but this was like several years ago, so maybe like that time I visited, they were like, that Logan guy was so cool. We need to rebrand our entire name. You've always been told that demons would one day seek you out, and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. Oops. What did I do? Oh, I accidentally took a screenshot. What? That was a screenshot button? I didn't mean to press that button. Okay. I hope that file name didn't like reveal my real name or something like that. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the Overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Oh, I thought Overlord was gonna give us a makeover. Quote, just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This Overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. Oh, you want to learn more about her and how she thinks? You insist upon staying to talk with her more. The Overlord tells you yet again you should get lost. How rude. You just got here. Well, I'm not going to listen to a girl whose belly button is exposed when she tells me to go home. Obey her or refuse to leave. We're going to refuse to leave. We're going to stay. We're going to plant our feet. Refuse to leave. You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated at your stubbornness, but doesn't kick you out or anything. Hooray! Aw, we're becoming friends. These aren't bad endings. These are all nice. The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little, you realize they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero after them. You realize that must be why you've never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village.
Hey Logan, smile.
Oh, well, that was not a command, that was just an emote. Thank you very much, Oak. I thought you were saying, hey, Logan, smile. Is that a natural-looking smile? Thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate it. I should read some more. But yeah, this is going well. I have a singing feeling that in the next moment the hero is gonna burst. It's like, I heard the maiden was kidnapped, and then stabs the Overlord and runs off. It's gonna be awful. Oak says, oh, and I just checked Steam, and apparently I've 100%ed Counter-Strike 2, which is a very high bar, considering the only achievement is to play the game once. Is it free? I could download that and then I could do 100%. Omari said the hero should be called Goku. Oh yeah, because I saw that one when I scrolled down, so I've added that. Oak says, also yeah, I still haven't played episode I guess you have legit played more Persona than me. Well, have you ever played like Persona 1 or 2 or the other two? Huh?
Yes, CS2 is free on now.
Ooh, I could 100% a game. The problem is, would I feel bad knowing in the back of my head that it was not like a true 100%? But thank you very much for the 10 bits, I appreciate it. Ray says, Logan, they are all bad endings. This one's going well, Ray. This one's going so well. We've befriended an Overlord. Doc says, sweet donkers. Quickita says, I regret checking Steam. I am now suddenly overexcited because of things. Betty Hart. Oh, we should have given Oh, you know what? I was going to say we should have given Maiden Betty as an option. We'll give Overlord Betty as an option because she has little... Does she have bat wings too? Betty. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You've always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the Overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I've said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Yeah, it's gonna end. It's gonna end happy. It's totally, we on our second try got a happy ending. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this Overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. Ah, no! He's got blood on his cheek. But then a hero barges into the room. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon, too. Maybe it's like Coca-Cola? You know, like from the fountain that didn't have, it's just like the syrup, and that's why it's so dark and sticky. You realize it must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. Confused, the hero asks what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The Overlord has walked past the hero and out into the hall. She's wailing. I don't like this hero. You can only guess what kind of horrible scene he's left for her. The Overlord tears the hero apart in retaliation. Yay! You watch silently, unable to scream. The Overlord, who you had just been getting along with so well, has killed another human right in front of you, but he killed like all her friends. It's understandable. It's clear now that you had been deceived by her sweet words. Demons are ruthless monsters after all. No! You somehow managed to slip past the Overlord and make it out of the blood-soaked castle. You never look back. Escape Maiden and A. Achievement unlocked, Escape Maiden. The maiden escaped from the Overlord. Okay, so let's see what characteristics we got. Polite and obedient, but obedient is not checked because she did not leave when she was told to. It was going so well. It was going so well. All right, we're gonna do the Overlord next. So what were the options we had for the Overlord's name? We had Ma Donkers, Betty. I guess we could just call her Betty Ma Donkers if there are no other suggestions. If you had another suggestion, type it in right now. I'm gonna look at the overlay down at the very, very bottom of the chat. We'll check to see if there were any other suggestions. Otherwise, she will just by default be Betty Ma Donkers. Okay, so I'll check that in a second here. Let me read a couple of comments though. Let's see. Jackson says, yeah, Reimu was pretty cool in the arcade when the arcade I went to even had a Toho game. Crystal says, dang, my ears hurt. Why do they hurt? I don't think I was screaming. Oak said, you have Betty on speed dial. Quickgator said, I wish. Jackson says, oh, cool. I got like 4 Fumos. Quickgator said, Poppy? What the huh?
Logan, I have a boo-boo. You should give me a band-aid with Sonic the Hedgehog on it.
That was very scary. I don't have any pictures on my band-aids. I just have like a neutral flesh tone band-aid. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Okay, so we're gonna do a poll, and we're gonna decide on Overlord's name. Overlord's name. So we could do Betty Ma Donkers. Actually, no, Madonkers is going to be her last name no matter what. So we're going to vote on first name. So it'll be Betty. I see Doc says, oh, it's Overlord backwards, but it looks like Dr. Oh, no, hang on. Roll. Revo. There we go, Dr. Revo. Hope I'm saying that right. Dr. Revo. I'm also gonna name her Overload because that was a spelling error earlier. Load. And yeah, I guess we'll just do with those three. We'll allow extra voting, and it'll just be a quick 1 minute. Oh, wait. Oh, I see Doc at the bottom is saying overlass. Overlass. I'm gonna hyphenate that so we can make sure that. Oh, and Omari says I should have said Momonga. I'll put that in. Momonga. And go ahead, 1 minute vote. 1 minute vote is gonna be super, super fast. Cast your votes. Let's see. Quickie said Poppy. Jackson said Rosa. Doc says Nadime. Quickie says cute donkers. Oh, they're all donkers are cute. Quickie said no, not like Poppy Playtime. What about why not? Poppy was so sweet. I gave Poppy head pats in that game. Quickie said it's a flower, Logan. I know it's a flower that has like drugs in it or something, right? Like opium, I think. Ray says Tata for overall. Oh crap, I should have done Tata. I didn't see that. Omari says Bulma. Bulma briefs. That would have been good. Of course, but that's a little bit dirty though, because you know that Bulma is just it's a transliteration of the English word. It's supposed to be bloomers. Burma. Bruma. Yeah, because everyone in her family is all named after underwear. Quiggy says a flower. Oak says Robo-Donkers. Chris says Robo-Donkers for Overlord, please. Oh darn it! I should have checked these things. Well, it looks like Betty has won with 90% of the vote. Ray contributing 76 channel points with Dr. Revo in second place. She can tell you what. She can still be Dr. Betty if we want. She's not going to be the type of person who will correct people and say, that's Dr. Betty to you. But like she does have a doctorate. Okay, we can decide later what her doctorate is in. So let's do Overlord. Look, I love that. She looks so cool, and she's really adorable. You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think? Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero, whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided ticking off the humans and hope they leave you and your army alone, but they never do. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing, if you're being quite honest with yourself. You don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to higher standards like that. I like all the characters so far, except the hero. He's mean. Oh, I should check. There's actually, I didn't realize. I looked away from YouTube because I didn't think there was much talking for a while. Hidden Hand says, imagine that Edgeworth is here. I'm about to do another thing, but you don't have to do the voice acting. But I honestly think you're obsessed with the voice acting, laughing. I have to do it in the next message. Crystal said, they doing what? Crystal says he definitely loves voice acting. Hidden. Oh, there's little hearts appearing on YouTube. Somebody's tapping hearts. Aw. I love whoever is tapping that. Hidden Hand says, Edgeworth, why am I here? I was just prosecuting someone earlier. Whatever, now here I am. Badonkers. Hi. Edgeworth, what is that? I'm not going to do the whole thing, says Hidden Hand. But maybe I could do a full thing, but maybe not now. Also, by the way, I'm going to do a hero suggestion, Miles, because yes, that's right. I forgot we need to add that, Miles. I like that. So we got Miles, Greg, and Goku. Last name Star Donkers. Crystal says Logan, Betty or Revo for Overlord, and Greg Robo Donkers for the hero, please. Oh yeah. So do you guys want Star Donkers or Robo Donkers? I guess Robo Donkers would work if he's the protagonist. Robo Donkers. Hidden Hand says, okay, never mind. That's good law. Crystal says, or Miles Robo Donkers. Hidden Hand says everything else is a good name, and Crystal says, Wallawa. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to the higher standard like that. But Donkers is so cute in any color. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with this underling? Tell them to get back to work Grant them the day off. Yeah. Yes, you don't need to try and overthrow me. Give Badonkers the day off. Grant them the day off. Yeah. You tell them to go take a break from all the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They thank you and happily scurry off to do who knows what. I don't know. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a little while. Being the Overlord sure is great. You awake to a knock at your door. The underling from earlier has brought back some company. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you? The maid then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her that you never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this. Chad, have you ever been disappointed that no one wants to kidnap you for being a beautiful maiden? I feel like it'd be a relief. Let's see, Crystal says, Robo-Donkers for Overlord, please. Jackson says, woo. Doc says, dang, good game. Omari says, yes. Oak says, not fair, you had multiple people. I was going for sweet donkers. Quicket said, penny, sweet donkers. And it's purple. I love purple. Crystal says, penny, sweet donkers. I'll take it. Ray says, no comment. Doc says, I was a sweet donkers voter. Quicket says, I was also going for sweet donkers. Oak says, how dare you? Crystal says, laughing. Doc says, I had delay between my clips, so I couldn't spam. Oak says, not you, Katie. I love you. Thank you. Says Quigator says, thank you. Oak says, I'll take it. Crystal says, I like it. And Ray says, the Donkers family. It's the Donkers bunch. We're all just a bunch of Donkers around here. She seems very disappointed by this. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You really don't understand the question. You think this would put way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. All the bad stuff is because of the hero. Next time we do the hero, if we just have him not kill anybody, we should be fine. We should totally get a good ending, right? I think. Crystal says, I want Miles Edgeworth to kidnap me in his fancy sports car. And said, JK, you're only kind of K-ing. You're only kind of JK-ing. And then Crystal laughing, hidden and said, excuse me, what? Lol. Let's see, Ray says, I give you 2 cheerful pats on the back to Oak. Oak says, thank you. If you give me a Dr. Pepper, I will forgive you. Oak said, nope, P5R is super easy platinum. I did it in one playthrough? Okay, but you probably had to like plan it all out. Because let me guess, you have to like max out everybody or complete the compendium or something. You probably have to have good time management skills, Beowulf. You wonder what to say. Tell her she'd better go home. Let her stay for a while. Yeah, we're not gonna be antisocial. Let her stay for a while. Ah, you can't bring yourself to send this maiden away. She just got here. You enjoy a nice long chat with her. Crap, we know where this is going. Sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to be. You are glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kind of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans, not to agitate them and get heroes sent after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We are very grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. Look at that face. I like that.
I platinumed P5R my first playthrough with almost no planning. Luckily there wasn't a max all social link achievement on Steam though BC I was too off.
Okay, then why does Persona 3 have one of those? Okay, hang on. I'm actually gonna check Steam and see what percentage I got on Persona 5 then. Keep in mind, I don't think I ever did the Thieves' Den stuff. I think I entered it once, and the guys were like, no, you can't go in there. It's gonna have spoilers for stuff you haven't done yet. I got 46 out of 53. It says 86%. So, I mean, that's pretty good, I think. Some of these things tell me achievements that I haven't done what are, and there are probably some that are hidden, but it was performed an electric chair execution, obtained a treasure demon. Oh yeah, because we found out that was like bugged or something like that. Couldn't take the heat in the bathhouse. It's called getting the vapors. visited a temple, passed time at the fishing pond. Yeah, I didn't do any of this stuff. These probably would have been easier. Ordered the special menu at the Maid Cafe. I don't think we ever went to the Maid Cafe. Crap, did I not do half the stuff in that game? And then unlocked all achievements. Okay, so wow, I did very, very poorly. Judge me harshly, please. Again, I love that this little sly kind of face there. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time and that you were actually super evil all along. The maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here. The people in her village are a little exhausting at times, she says. You can't tell if she's into you or not. I was gonna say, like, the whole thing I'm assuming is supposed to be like sweet innocent friendship, but oh no, right there, they're doing like that. There's stuff going on. You notice the sounds of battle have started ringing through your castle halls. The maiden is getting nervous, but you reassure her it's only your underlings roughhousing. No big deal. You know it's probably a hero, but you don't want to upset the maiden by telling her that. Your army will take care of it. He ruins everything. Should we have started with the hero and made him nice, then things would be okay? It isn't long before the hero bursts into your room. But he shouldn't have made it here. Why didn't they stop him? The hero just stands there, unsure of himself. He's covered in demon blood. He's waiting for his player to tell him what to do. As the maiden speaks to him, trying to explain the situation, you move past the hero and out the door. You're not thinking clearly. Seeing your servants' bodies in pieces all strewn about your castle is really taking it out of you. Okay, I know there's warnings for gore, but that's not really gory. That's very vague. You know, you can't really see any bad stuff. Let's see, Oak says, me too, except the Thieves' Den, which is impossible in one playthrough, and technically impossible in 2 playthroughs if reloading isn't allowed. Omari says, fun fact, I've beaten base P5 and P5R separate 3 times? It's like, how many times did Tiff say that? Tiff had like beaten it a bunch of times or done like multiple playthroughs. I can't remember. How do people do that? How do you do that, Omari? Oak said, I got it in 2 playthroughs with reloading. The worst part was the fishing, which I never did. You know what? But here's the thing. I've been talking before about how that I've been trying to edit videos for TikTok, but I think it's tomorrow that it's supposed to get banned. I'm still not convinced it will, but we'll see what happens. I've uploaded like a week's worth of videos through next Saturday, but if I stop doing it, maybe I'll finally have time to make compilation videos, like a Persona 5 compilation video. Quickly says, ad quote, you wonder what cruel punishment awaits them. Apparently, it was forgiveness. Oak says you had to get 100,000 points in fishing. I feel like you'd be more likely to get fish in fishing than that. Oh boy. Over on YouTube, Crystal says, you can't blame me. It's Edgeworth. Hidden Hand says, objection. Gay. Crystal says, objection. Lesbians. Hidden Hand says, what's even happening right now? Crystal says, the hero is homophobic. That's why he's doing all this. See, Ray says to Rukov, you could argue this game has mommy issues. I mean, I don't think Overlord's an actual mom. Have we seen any other, like, real mothers in this? Quikita said, I miss Vero. We all miss Vero. Anytime Vero's not here, we miss Vero. Crystal said, little bit donkers won't have any mommy issues as long as he has me. Yeah. Okay. Seeing your servants' bodies in pieces all strewn about your castle is really taking it out of you. That hero did this? There's so much blood. Why? Why did he come for the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one for this hero to save here. There was never any harm meant to anyone. You were just talking to her. Why has it turned out like this? One giant eyeball when we're all evil. The hero starts blabbing insincere apologies and excuses, realizing his wrongdoing. But you are far beyond hearing that kind of BS. When Overlord gets evil, Overlord swears. Maiden says, gosh darn. Overlord says, bull poop. You've had it with these humans always murdering your servants for no reason. You can no longer hold yourself back and lash out at the hero. You're not going to give me the option? Whew. Wow, that was a long day of hero murdering. Whew. We just need to get a handkerchief and just dab the sweat off the old brow there. Oh, because we have an eye on the middle of our forehead. Have I not noticed that before? When you regain control, there is nothing left of the hero. The maiden has fled in terror. You are alone. Wrathful Overlord end. Achievement unlocked. Wrathful Overlord. The Overlord destroys the hero after he destroyed her army. I don't like this. I don't like where this is going. Okay, so we need to now do the hero's path, and we're gonna try and get him to be nice. If that fails, then we're just going all scorched earth, and we're gonna like use everybody else to try and kill the hero. This is not cool. Okay, so our options so far for the hero's name are Greg, Goku, and Miles. Oh, Doc says at the very bottom, because I was going to say, like, put names at the bottom, can we name him Homophobic Daniel? You know, we'll add Daniel there. I think we don't need to repeat the word homophobic all the time, but we'll have Greg, Goku, Miles, and Daniel. If anybody else wants to toss in any last-minute ones to add while I'm entering these. Hero's name, Greg, Goku, Miles, Daniel. Otherwise, I can just add an extra one here. Let's see. Ray saying Jimmy. Okay. Let's see. Quick edit. Don't forget Star Donkers. Well, because we were looking at. Actually, you know, we'll do Robo Donkers as last name. We'll add Star Donkers as a possible first name. So we can be Star Donkers, Robo Donkers. So yeah, so Greg, Goku, Miles, Daniel, or Star Donkers. So we'll go ahead and do a 1-minute poll with extra voting. Cast your votes. Let your will be known. Let's see. Where did I leave off in the chat? Queen Gator said, mainly because I need to fangirl about Yongtze, but they're not up. Oak says, I had to start an entire save that I would use just for fishing. Oak said it took 2 weeks of nonstop fishing on that save. That does not sound like fun. At that point, it's not a game anymore. It's a chore. Rukov says, ad quote, you wonder what cruel punishment awaits them. Apparently, it was forgiveness. Jackson said, don't worry. The Galloping Ghost is still around according to the website. Oh, good. Queen Gator said, lol, good old screenshot. Oak said, all my friends were screaming at me to save Futaba, but I was busy fishing. Rukov says, that what you wanted, Queen Katie? Queen Katie said the quote, yeah, that works, thank you. Oak said, not like in-person friends, I mean the confidants, laughing. Oh, the confidants, yeah, they're like, we're running out of time. We gotta do the palace. Ray says, they should kiss. Doc says, just you wait. Crystal says, is this Wallowa? Oh, you're doing WLW, Woman Love Woman. That's what you're doing. I thought you were doing Logan noises. And looks like Goku has won with 78% of the vote, with Greg in second place with 17%, and Star Donkers in third with 5%. Omari contributing 79 channel points. So he's going to be Goku, or if you're a Saiyan, you can call him Kakarot. Or if you're a Japanese Saiyan, you can call him Kakaroto. But he's going to be Goku Robodonkers. Let's see. Over on YouTube, Crystal is saying, we are killing the hero with that what hidden hand, and then laughing. Okay. You are the hero. The worst person in this game who has a belt buckle on his headband. It's very heroic music, at least. See, Ray says, this is Wallowa. Crystal says, Wallowa. Ray says, we love the wa. Oak says, no, I've only played P5R, P4G, and P3R. I played P5 twice, though, and P4 like 1.5 times. Omari said, I played base P5, P5R, and P4G. Well, I still own Persona 5 Strikers. I still haven't played that yet. I'd like to. I'd like to get at some point Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. But, and every now and then it goes on sale for like $8, $8 or $9, and I should get it. But I just, sometimes you'd go broke saving money. I need to make sure I have the extra money. I'd really like to play that Q Labyrinth game, but apparently that's like not on Steam. It was just like on 3DS, right? Wow, I was gonna try and do a heroic thing, but voice crack. You are the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You are told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople, though. You were born to play this role. I wonder how many people start with the hero and think you're being heroic. Like, yeah, I'm gonna save the maiden. Maybe the game should have forced you to start with the hero, so I wouldn't hate him by this point. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden, but demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. bravely slaughter the evil creatures. Flee like a coward. Go away. Get out of here, hero. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. But you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. I don't care about your reputation. You made little badonkers. You made little badonkers. Betty, wait, hang on. What are all the names? Little badonkers, Penny Sweedonkers, and Betty Madonkers, all sad. Hero Goku Robodonkers. I do need to read some more. I'm sure I'm already getting behind. We're somehow an hour into stream. I do not know how that happened, but I'm sure I'm probably already way behind. Quiggity said, no, said Logan, no, I'm sort of broke. You know I'm gonna go all out on Betty. Ray said, I'll go on Betty. She has a vampire cloak on, so it counts. Quiggity said, oh no, not the hero. Doc says, Goku/Greg/other name for the hero. No! Crystal says, Greg, no! Can we headcanon that his real name is Greg? Because it's so normal, and he just goes by Goku. And everybody thinks that's his name, but that's like his deep, dark secret, that his name is Greg. Oak says, it is the dark, liquid blood. Ray says, yes, Oak, it's blood. Oak says, I'm so smart. Ray says, good job, Oak. Crystal says, no, poor Overlord. Quiggity says, yay, Overlord. Doc says, girl boss. Crystal says, but he killed her people, nar. And Ray says, wait till you see their perspective. And then Crystal's crying. Wait, oh crap. Did chat just scroll? No, chat scrolled a little bit, but things were not lost in the void. Okay, let's keep playing a little bit here. We just need to keep him away from the castle. That's all that matters. But you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even fight some lousy underlings. You'll take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Cut through the demon army. Diplomatic, ask if they'll let you in. Look how much bigger the underling is than the hero. You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down and you feel very uncomfortable. But they seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. Look at that. Look at we've avoided the bad ending. Nothing bad is gonna happen. Because we've unlocked just good character traits for everybody else. We're gonna get a good ending. We're gonna get a good ending. See if Greg isn't a jerk. Goku, Grogu, Baby Yoda, if he's not a jerk, then it's fine. The Overlord and Maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. Oh, but it's so sad. Right before you came in, you slathered your sword in blood for some reason. Oh no, misunderstandings because all of the underlings are doing their best impressions of disembodied body parts outside. Oh no. See, Quiggity says, yes, Betty Madonkers. Doc says, Drorevo. Why can I not say that right? Ray says, Betty Momdonkers. Quiggity timestamp 39:39. I'm only 25 minutes behind. That's not very bad. Oak says, you have bad band-aids. Get band-aids with Sonic and I don't know, like trolls on them. Does it have to be like the movie trolls or could it just be like any type of trolls? Can they be goblins? Crystal says, time to kill Greg. Good donkers. Oak says, no, it's Dr. Olrevo. Doc says, over last. And Omari says, I should have said Momonga. It's an anime reference. What would that be? Okay, because I know Momo Ayase was from Dandadan. Who is Momonga? Huh. Over on YouTube, Hidden Hand is was saying, flee! But no one cares about your reputation. You're cooked. You're in a frying pan. Well, it's raining. My frying pan will be a drying pan. Brock from Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. Crystal says, we hate Greg in this house. Your reputation is down because he made everyone sad. Hidden Hand says, get out. Crystal says, Greg, redemption. Please don't ruin the walla. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. So y'all just join in and start making out three ways. You're kissing one cheek that's kissing another cheek that's kissing your cheek. Destroy the Overlord. No! Ask the maiden what's going on. It can't end badly. It's okay, I know it's bad end theater, but it's impossible to have a bad ending if we're all nice. If all four of us are nice. The maiden explains that she was never actually captured and she came here on her own volition. Well, that was a pretty dangerous thing for her to do, but no one got hurt. So at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you to reassure everyone of her safety. See, it's going fine. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave and you casually exit the castle. Crap, the music cut out. Music cut out. Little Badonkers, please. Little Badonkers, we love you. We love you, Little Badonkers. You're my favorite. You can just be nice. Be nice. I made you nice. I molded you into a nice person. A nice pillar of the community. You pause when you see a group of suspicious demons standing near the entrance. They're talking about assassinating their overlord. Ooh, this proves to you the demons really are foul creatures. Oh crap, because we made him disloyal. Him, her, I don't know what Little Badonkers is. We made Little Badonkers disloyal. We have disloyal Badonkers. We have to tell her about this. You don't understand what the maiden is thinking. The world is better off with less demons. They're all cold, ruthless creatures that should be destroyed. And those same creatures have just noticed you eavesdropping. The maiden takes off into the castle, and you have no choice but to follow. You burst into the Overlord's room, and the maiden frantically tries to communicate that you've just overheard. The demon underling barges in next, calling you liars. The little kind of popping effect almost looks like Badonkers has bat wings, but those are not bat wings. It's followed by the group from the entrance who shifts the blame back to the little one. No! These demons only care about themselves. How low can they be? You begin shouting at them, and the whole room dissolves into noise until the Overlord yells for everyone to shut their traps. Oh, please, please, please. We can still resolve things. I'm very worried about Badonkers. I'm still very worried about Badonkers. Read a couple more comments in the chat and have a sip of water here. Crystal says, I bet Katie is voting Betty. Oak says, I like Betty and Dr. Olrevo. Crystal says, Betty Olrevo. Olrevo, I still can't say it. Shall be her whole name. Quickita says, Betty Hart. Oak says, Betty Olrevo Madonkers. Ray said, I got you, Katie. Oak said, Dr. Betty Olrevo Madonkers. Doc says, she has every doctorate. Ray says, Willa, what time? Crystal says, day off for Badonkers. Let's go. Oak says, lurk. I think I make ramen now. Could I have some? I am still very hungry. Crystal says, how are we 47, 42? Again, doing well. We're like 20 minutes behind. That's not bad. See over on YouTube what's happening here. Jenos says, drop it in to say hi. Bad end theater moment. How you doing, Jenos? So good to see you. Says, I'm surprised to see someone playing it nowadays. Wait, how old is this game? I don't even know. We played a tiny snippet of it last year. We did a stream where we like tested out the first few minutes of a bunch of games, and then I made notes of like the ones that I liked and wanted to return to. It took a year, but we're back. But so have you played it before, Genos? Crystal says, oh, come on, welcome in, Genos. And then Crystal goes, no. Hidden Hand says, oh, no. Genos says, thank you, Crystal. Hidden Hand says, I know how to stop him. How to stop who? Who are the bad guys even here anymore? Crystal says, get behind me, little Badonkers. Hidden Hand says, gumshoe. Crystal says, mama protect you. Okay. We'll find some combination. I think we're close. We're close to a good ending, right? The Overlord yells for everyone to shut their traps. She threatens them with violence. This Overlord is no better than her subjects. You grip your sword tightly. No! If you have to cut through everyone here to get this maiden to safety, you certainly will. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the runt of the litter behind. Oh, it's all four of us. We can all be friends now. We can join it. We can have our own party. Walk around Dragon Quest style. You glance around for another exit, but there isn't one. You have a terrible feeling about this crap. Are they gonna like set the castle on fire or something? Oh no, they set the castle on fire! Why do they always set the castle on fire when I'm trapped in the castle? In an instant, the whole room is in flames. What kind of demonic magic is this? The underling pounds on the door, upset that it's been betrayed. Oh, little Badonkers, get behind your mama Crystal. You join in, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. Hero, Greg, I will love you if you protect little Badonkers. You need to keep little Badonkers alive. The next moment, the Overlord has taken hold of the underling, is crying for mercy. No, have mercy! Please have mercy! She thrusts her claws into her underling's chest and lets out a horrible scream. You back away, you won't be the next target for her rage. She continues to dig in and twist her claws into its limp body. You can no longer watch. You look at the maiden. She's crying, hands clasped together in prayer. To have faith in a time like this, you envy her. The two of you, the Overlord and the underling's corpses, are all consumed by flames. How is that the worst ending? We were all nice. We were all nice. Every one of us was nice. And that was the worst ending. Resigned hero end. reset the stage. This is not going well. Okay. You know what? We're gonna try things different. We're gonna go back to Underling. And we're gonna make different choices. You are a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come, blah, 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 blah. Feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. Oh, hey, that's right, because she's nice. We don't have to be disloyal. She's surprisingly cool with it. Nice. You set out on your adventure outside the castle. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path of nearby to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. Oh, she greets you and says she has a favor to ask. You consider your options. Chat? Can we gobble her up? If she never goes to the castle, then the hero can never kill us. Should we gobble her up? Raise of hands. Who does not want us to gobble her up? I'm gonna look at the bottom of the chat. Who does not want us to gobble her up? Say I, A-Y-E, if you don't want to gobble her up. I'll look at the very bottom. Oh, Crystal at the bottom is saying nom nom her. Queegator says, I don't want to gobble. Okay, but that's not the word I, A-Y-E, so that doesn't count. That is a fraudulent vote cast. That has a hanging Chad. Oh, Omari says I. Okay, so Omari, Queen Katie, here's what we're gonna do. Look away for a second. Just, Jackson, just look away for a second. Just look away for a second. Cover up your eyes. And we're gonna, and the thing is, the three of you, as you're looking away, we're gonna click hear her out. We will click hear her out. I know you're looking away, so you can't see anything. But we're going to click hear her out, okay? So you guys are looking away now. And now I'm clicking hear her out. And now don't listen to anything I say, okay? Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. Oh! I thought we'd do like a one, okay, is that an eyeball? Do we have an eyeball? I thought we would do like, whoa, I think it's 2 eyeballs or an eyebrow. I thought we would just like, all at once. This is, oh, it's gruesome. You start devouring the maiden without so much as a second thought and feel quite proud of that. Other humans, look at that stain. Other humans would surely praise you with curses if they were around to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. The people are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. Oh, you haven't even done anything yet. Put on a show. Why is the skull? We have never clicked a thing that says skull. What does that do? What does that do? You know, in for a penny, in for a pound, put on a show. Oh, it's an old man. Hey, I'm gonna hit you with my cane. It's a prosthetic leg anyway. You attack the nearest human. He's old and weak and his bones are crunched delightfully. Your audience screams grow louder. Applause! You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. Oh no, as you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running toward you. Whoa! Get donkers. All we did was murder and vor. He takes you out with one swift blow. You're just a demon underling after all. As you die, you think, hey, that was totally worth it. I love you, little badonkers. The curtain closes. Performer underling end. The underling performs a brilliant massacre. Reset the stage. No, we don't want hungry. So it sounds like we don't want hungry, we don't want disloyal. Because if Badonkers is hungry, Badonkers will eat the maiden. If Badonkers is disloyal, we'll initiate an assassination attempt, right? We want polite, and we want diplomatic. I feel like this is a good grouping of things. So let's try Badonkers now, and we'll be nice, and the hero will not kill us this time, right? We're not gonna eat the maiden. We're not gonna eat the maiden this time, but it'll be totally fine. Let me read a few more comments in the chat, though. Crystal says, how are we 47, 20, 42? How are we already 11603? Crystal says, wah. Oak said, I'm going to take a picture when it's done to try and entice Logan. Crystal says, Lebanese. Doc says, the hero is homophobic. Ray says, Crystal, I have a gif for you. Crystal says, oh. Queen Katie says, Betty and Penny, I ship them. Crystal says, where can I see this gif? Ray says, I sent it to you, Crystal. Beowulf said, no, P5R's Platinum has nothing extremely difficult. The first time I played P3 and P4 and P5, I was just going around doing what I wanted. Queen Katie said, if only I was there during the P5 streams. I was pretty dope with P3R. Doc says, oh, stuff is going on more than you know. In this game? I mean, I feel like now we've made everybody nice. That was just venting some of our frustration. And I'm going to be honest, I am a little bit hungry. I have some candy over there. I'm kind of tempted to grab some candy. I might get some in just a little bit here. Queen said, hero is giving me giant Undertale genocide vibes. Crystal says the hero is reading Walla. He's definitely a Lebanese hater. Ray says hero is accidentally super homophobic. Crystal says laughing. Let me check over on the YouTubes. Let's see. Hidden Hand said, let me ask you this question. Crystal says, or Hidden Hand said, why did the prisoner choose the bread over the key? Hidden Hand says, protect him. No. Geno says, it released in 2021. Okay, I want to say like that's not that long ago, because I feel like anything the last few years, ever since like the pandemic hit, I feel like all of that is a week ago. My sense of time is just screwed up beyond repair. Geno says, I thought it released a lot earlier than that, lol, but I think it was pretty popular around the time it released since I saw a couple of videos on it before. So apparently I should have played it then, and then it would have been a popular streamer. Says, and I have played it, it's a charming game. Geno says, bread yummy. Hidden Hand said, never mind, Badonkers is fine. Oh no, waving. Geno says, I. Hidden Hand says, I see. Chris says, nom nom them, Badonkers, good job. Hidden Hand says, no, hashtag hero needs to die. Well, maybe we'll be able to get the hero this time. Let me have a sip of water. Quick said, well, TikTok is officially gone. I was just checking in and I got a pop-up on the app. I got a pop-up saying it was going to be gone starting tomorrow. But I actually don't know what time zone they're officially kicking in. So maybe it is now. I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. But I do have a week's worth of videos all scheduled there. And I'm assuming that on a desktop with a VPN, if someone was inclined to do that type of thing, there are probably ways around it. Doc says, on the hero's POV, you have to pick whether he goes into a pride parade with, which will decide how homophobic he is. Ray says, oh no, I forgot to save my favorite edits. Opening my VPN. Oh, pinned message. Pinned by Crystal, written by Queen Katie said, what do you mean? I thought we clicked on the hear her out option, but we never touched the gobble option. No, yeah, we didn't. In fact, just to show you, so you can see that we're going to do that again. And click hear her out. You're gonna see exactly this time you'll be watching. Huh, what?
I can't stay long since I need to head to bed, but wanted to say hi and have a great stream. Logan, rate heart.
Huey Vale, thank you so much. Crystal, can you do a quick shout out for Huey Vale? Thank you so much for the 25 bits. At least stay for the shout out, and let me say some nice things to you. Like, go, for those who don't follow Huey Vale, go follow Huey Vale. You're like so nice that you just pop in and do that. Like, I feel like I need more free time to visit other people's streams. I've been to yours a couple of times and like lurked a bit, but I need to come see more. You're always so nice. Thank you, Huey Vale. Oh,
oh, like, I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but I just literally fell forward.
Look how detailed Huey Vale's VTuber avatar is. That is also, I just realized, sorry, with all the blue on the screen, I look like zombie gray on my, like all the blue light from this. But Huey Vale, for those who haven't, because we rated Huey Vale like ages ago. If you haven't already, go give Huey Vale a follow. She is great, she is delightful. I hope your desk eventually got completed. I don't think I ever like saw the final update of that. But you are great. And try not to like fall down too much, or if you do, tuck and roll. Go limp, tuck and roll, and be safe. Okay, let me read one or two comments in the chat before we get back into the game. But I'm feeling good about that. We're learning. We're gonna get a good ending by the end of tonight. Hopefully. Maybe not. Let's see. Doc says, yeah, the hero's POV up to. Oh, I read that. Doc says, can we name him homophobic Daniel? Crystal says, anti-homo Greg. No, but he's learned the error of his ways. He was nice when we controlled him. It was only when we couldn't control him that he was trying to stop the ladies from having a sensitive moment. Ray says, what about Jimmy? We dislike Jimmy. Crystal says, we absolutely hate Jimmy. Quick said, don't forget Star Donkers. Beowulf said, he feels like a Michael. Oh yeah, and you, Vale, if you're still here, we're naming all of our characters. This underling right here, my favorite character, is named Lil Badonkers. So let's play a little bit more. You are a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Okay, we've already seen this, so we need to go to the first decision, which is where we run into the maiden, right? So now we're going to hear out her request. You're in a good mood today and are rather curious about what the maiden has to say. Humans don't usually talk to you, so this is kind of exciting. You hadn't guessed it would even be possible to understand each other before now. The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line from what you gather is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Well, sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. Look at a little bit Donker's face down there. They seem to be getting along just fine, so you decide it's about time for a nap. Okay, game, all I want is when Donkers wakes up from the nap is to not have the hero slaughtering all of our friends. Because the hero's nice. We gave the hero diplomatic, right? Wait, what's all of our friends doing? You don't get to sleep long. Your friends wake you up. Rude. Oh, one of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. They say they're planning a whole revolution. No, but no, because I gave them an idea before. I'm loyal now.
Made ramen and posted a picture in Discord to make you jealous greater than 3.
Okay. I can look at that on my phone. I can't bring it up on my computer, but I'll look at it on my phone. Oh, let's see over on YouTube, Hidden Hand says, wow, a room. Is that random? Or, okay, so let's see this here. A random room, indeed. Let's see. Go to Discord. And I'm assuming it's going to be in the photography channel or the general chat. I think I'm still in the Transformers chat. Oh, other people with the TikTok isn't available right now. Yeah, this is different than the pop-up I got. Huh. Well, you know, oh, that ramen does look good. Look at this. This has like sprinkly things on the top of it and everything. That looks really good. Can I please have some of that? That's like actually making me hungry. I might have to grab some of the candy from my stash over here. And thank you again for the 10 bits. They say they're planning a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current overlord and put a new ruler in place. They want to hear if you're in or out. And being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with... That sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead? Oh crap, I actually screenshot it again. Why is that button screenshot? It's like right where my hand normally rests. Because I have my fingers on the WASD keys, and I think it's like the S button is screenshotting. Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. Okay, let's kill the Overlord. Okay, so I think skull means we get killed. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. We gotta save Badonkers. Looks like this is going bad no matter what. Okay, let's kill the Overlord. You tell them you're just joking and clarify that you're totally in with it. In it to win it. They say you are always terrible with jokes. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the Overlord, you know how bad it'd be to end up on the wrong side of things. And if this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend you were innocent all along. But beneath your shield of faux confidence, you worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to go about this. They figured they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. Oh, what a stupid plan. That could go wrong so many ways. You realize your friends are just a bunch of directionless thugs without someone's guidance. Your guidance. They'd probably be casualties if you fought her head on, and while showy deaths make a revolution a heck of a lot more fun, it's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree and suggest you play the assassin. You really didn't want it to come down to this, but you can't back down now. You'll have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. You and your friends turn and notice a pair of humans have overheard your entire conversation. Give me a choice, game, give me a choice. They take off into the castle. Are they headed to the Overlord's room? F! Badonkers F's! Badonkers says F! The Overlord will kill you for sure if she found out you were conspiring to take her out. You dash into the castle after the humans. And sure enough, the maiden's already frantically telling the Overlord everything. Oh, you shout that the humans are liars! Your friends soon arrive to back you up, except they don't! Instead, they blame the whole thing on you! They cry that it was all your idea, and that you were just and that they were just going with the flow, too scared to refuse your crazy plan. Oh, you can't believe they tell the Overlord such a blatant lie! You always knew better than to trust them! You're the one who didn't have a choice here! You all shout at each other until the Overlord demands silence. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in place, crushed beneath my heel. She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep. You doubt her strength? You hear your traitor's friends mutter something about going back to Plan A, and suddenly the door slams shut. You're trapped in here with the Overlord and 2 humans, and then the room bursts into flames. If we get to like 2.5 hours and I still can't figure out how to get a good ending, I might need to call a potato. Hang on, I gotta breathe for a second though. There we go. Jackson said, I really like using the name Jimmy for things. I won't let it be tainted. Ray says, I like using Jimmy for negative things. Stardonkers would be his last name, right? Omari said, ain't nobody beating Goku. This is where Goku teleports right behind us and is like, I heard you were strong. Crystal says, nuh-uh, woman love, WLW obviously means winner loves winning. Doc says, Eustace winner. Crystal says, except we are not winning. Ray says, these winners are not winning tonight. Crystal says, laughing real. Kwigeta said, Logan has no context for this. Good job. Yee, the Q games are on 3DS only at the moment. Amari says, and Strikers, I forgot, and P4 Ultimax. Kwigeta said, I wish they brought them out at some point. Bayo said, yes, the Q games, aka Persona with Etrian Odyssey skins, are 3DS exclusives. Ray said, Persona Q and Mother 3 on Switch 3 2025 with a side of copium. Doc says, the desired effect. Ray says, Logan, Goku is quite literally the first option in the menu. He is first. But you could choose any. Doesn't mean you don't. Who here ever automatically by default goes with the first option? Crystal says, F your reputation. Quickity says, 101.22. See, look at that. We're only 26 minutes behind. I'm staying pretty good with being caught up. Hidden Hand says, part 2 of Edgeworthing. Bedonkers, well, why did you just scream like that, Edgeworth? Well, I just randomly appeared here while prosecuting someone, and I have no idea what's going on right now. And you look like a little gremlin, honestly. That's mean. Part 3 coming soon, I guess. General said, this guy's friends suck. They do suck. They're a bad influence on little Bedonkers. Hidden Hand said, no, he's gonna die. He is. The hero joins you, vowing to slay the lot of them. You wish he'd get that chance. The Overlord grabs you by the throat. You cry for mercy. You were forced into this mess. You're sure now that they would have killed you if you'd sided with her. But the Overlord doesn't hear your pleas. She drives her claws into your chest. At least she made it quick. And the other one, I think she did it slow. Traitor underling end. Reset the stage. Okay, so maybe we can't do it through the underling. But we're gonna uncheck disloyal. And we're gonna try somebody else. Okay, so diplomatic, polite. Let's try the Overlord again, with neither tyrant nor antisocial. So same characteristics as before, but other people are different. If that doesn't work, we'll come back and maybe click antisocial. Maybe she'll just send the maiden away, and then everything will be fine at that point. But then they won't be friends. Friends, in quotes. You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's pretty cushy life, you think. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. Okay, so we've had this before, but you remind yourself, yeah, here we go. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place, guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with this underling? I mean, if we get the underling back to work, the underling's just gonna sneak out anyway and be disloyal. So, no matter what, the maiden's gonna come here, right? So grant the day off. You tell him to go take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere. Yeah, we've seen this before. Take a nap. They're gonna get woken up by the maiden. It's a maiden from the nearby village. Oh, look how happy we are. We're girls making each other feel warm in our hearts. Yeah, you think the world puts too much focus on destiny and junk. Maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. Wants to stay and talk more. We feel warm inside. You wonder what to say. Tell her she'd better go home. Well, we're gonna try to let her stay for a while again. Okay? And see if the hero, except it's gonna go the same as before and they're gonna burn down the whole room. Let's try to send her home. Let's send her home. Tell her she'd better go home. You'd love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. Oh, that's right, the maiden crap, we needed her to be obedient though, so we gotta change her. But the maiden turns out to be very stubborn. You don't want to hurt her, but you also really want her to leave this in case something bad happens. This whole situation is just asking for trouble. You think, against your better judgment, you let her hang out for a little while longer. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to be. You are glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kind of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans and not to agitate them and get heroes sent after you. Okay, so this is dialogue we've seen before. You wonder, maiden is different. Is she into you? Is she is she into you? Okay, so here's the hero, he's not smeared with blood. So it's fine. It is fine. Except the underlings' friends are probably still gonna kill us. You're interrupted by another human in your doorway. This time it's a hero. He was apparently searching for the maiden who is rumored to have been captured by your kind. Captured? Not at all. I only wanted to meet with the Overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? Crap, the whole problem is the village is illiterate. After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that the whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up in your heart. Such unnecessary feelings. Oh. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. Keep her here. Then we'll die, though, but she'll become possessive. And that's what the skull means, right? That we die? Why do we say I can come with you? If we all leave, we're just gonna get killed. So let's do possessive. Let's see what happens. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her wish. Oh, the game's frozen. Game is frozen. With her, my camera died. Everything is freezing. Chat, can you still hear me? Am I still live? Am I still live? Please tell me I'm still live. Can you guys hear me? Question mark, typing into chat. Can you hear me on YouTube? Typing into YouTube chat? YouTube, typing into YouTube. Can you guys hear me there? Oh, okay, that means we're still live, right? Am I still live? I don't know what happened there. Something bad happened. But I think we're good. We're good, right? No, is my camera okay? Yes, I think we're good. I think we are good. So we may continue. That was a bit nerve-wracking. Let me have a sip of water. Because we're only halfway into the stream, we got to get a good ending. It's like, so what it feels like is this game's kind of like a puzzle, right? And the pieces are all the different characteristics, and we have to find just the right balance of all the characteristics in order to get these characters to survive and have a happy ending. Yeah? Okay. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her wish. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. The maiden assures you she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. If you won't let her go, maybe your demons are evil after all. And if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You have no choice. You destroy the hero before he can steal your maiden away. She's not gonna like you now. She's frightened. You don't understand why. Why are you scared, lady? Why are you scared, Goyle? Just because I murdered someone right in front of you? Didn't she say she prefers this place to her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. You take a step toward the maiden, and she backs herself into a corner. You don't understand. She wanted to stay here with you. The hero was trying to get in the way of that. You had to kill him. You'll be sure to keep this maiden very safe from now on. Oh, we didn't get killed, so it's just death happens, not necessarily us. Selfish Overlord end. Reset the stage. Okay, oh, it's expanded! Tyrant, antisocial, possessive, so we don't want possessive, because that leads to bad stuff. Let's try antisocial, and let's do the maiden, but have her be obedient, so what happens if she leaves then, when the overlord tells her to leave. So let's try that. Okay, you're a maiden, you live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. Yeah, we're gonna go there, we're leaving a note. We run into a little gremlin dude. Shout for the hero to come save you. No, just introduce ourselves, because we're nice. Oh, I guess we see what, no, this is still, yeah, we'll just introduce ourselves. We're gonna do this because we need to get to the castle. So we get to the castle, we explain why she's come, never had any plans to capture Maiden, same stuff as before, but this time when she tells us to go away, we're actually going to go away, right? And so then maybe it'll be nice. Things will be fine. You should get lost, and we won't have friendship, but we'll be breathing. Obey her. You don't want to cause any trouble, so you figure it's time to go home. Along the way, you encounter a hero. He asks you what you're doing. You don't you know the Overlord's castle's like right there? You explain everything that happened. The hero seems to think you're lying to him. He asks if you've been brainwashed by the demons. What nerve! You're very upset that the so-called hero would treat you this way and leave in a huff. Her voice should have been the Maya voice. Yeah. From now on, her voice will instead of this voice. You return to the village alone. Everyone was very worried about you. They surround you with 1,000 questions, and you tell them your story. As you explain that the Overlord never had any intentions to harm anyone here, you notice the looks of uncertainty in the crowd. People are whispering things to each other while you speak to them. Crap, the people are gonna kill me. Yeah, this is my second appearance. Last time I died. You're loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon sympathizer. This is not going well. I'm trying so hard to have these adorable characters be nice to everybody. Let's see. Crystal says, yes. Doc says, I love that. Secretly Greg. Ray says, what's your real name? I'm Goku. Yeah, it's like at the end of every Dragon Ball Z episode when he has the preview for the next one. Hey, it's me, Goku. It's a lies, Greg. Cookster says they rebooted me for the modern age after a decade of neglect. Well, I think this is a good reboot. I like you the way you are now, Cookster. Crystal says, Goku, you sure? Not lying. Quigeta said, yay, we're not breaking hearts. Crystal said, yay, we continue the Wallawa. Ray says, I'm Goku, starts crying. Doc says, love can win. I need to breathe, sorry I'm talking so much. Just running out of oxygen. I should glance over at YouTube, see what's up there. What is happening? Let's see. Hidden Hand said, no, he's gonna die. Chris says, ugh, unnecessary feelings. Yandere Walawa. Logan died. Hidden Hand says, ah, yes. General says, yup. Hidden Hand says, yes. Yas. Crystal says, yup. General says, Demon Lord captured your webcam in game 2. I know, apparently turning evil is bad for my stream's health. Hidden Hand says, run away! Crystal says, the crowd witch! Hidden Hand says, part 3 is near. Ooh, I'm looking forward to it. Crystal says, laughing, he's a loser. Cookster says, why is it always lesbians and not Morbians? Because if they're Morbians, then they're gonna morb all over the place. Ray says, that's what I'm saying. Crystal says, Queen Katie says, the squad just needed brain cells. Crystal says, oh, come on. Queen Katie said, guys, didn't Logan still have the overthrow settings on Little Badonkers? I think we're no longer disloyal. So I think we're good, but the other people still did it. It's so sad. Let's keep going. We're gonna get a good ending. Because we've already got all of our characters being good. We just need to somehow deal with the other demons and potentially the humans. You are loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon sympathizer. The crowd is growing unruly. You don't understand. You've only told them the truth. Do they not believe you? Everyone begins speculating what must have actually happened. They weave elaborate lies and ask you to prove your innocence. How could you have returned without the aid of a hero, they ask. You could not have possibly escaped the Overlord on your own without harm. You must be conspiring with the demons, trying to trick everyone into believing they aren't the horrible creatures that we know them to be. So they say. Have the people of your village always been this blinded by their fears and hatred of things they've never cared to know? You wonder how you missed that before. You were seized by the crowd, and voices from all sides are calling for public execution. Here to be burned at the stake. You don't want to die. Where's the hero when we need him? You wonder, would it have been better to hide the truth? You don't like the thought of that. You've always lived honestly, so why has this happened? Why are you being punished? You hear the dissenting voices of your family and neighbors, but they, like you, are powerless against the momentum. They can only watch as you burn, and you can only cry for help. You are so sorry. So apparently going home doesn't work. Executed maiden ending. Okay. But we're unlocking more characteristics. What characteristic did we miss from these two? Hungry, disloyal. Let's try Hero again, and maybe if he kills the demons he sees at the beginning, they'll be too dead to overthrow anything? Let's see. You're the hero! Yeah, we're going there. Heroic stuff. Demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. Bravely slaughter the evil creatures. You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. Oh, you feel much stronger now. On your way to the Overlord's castle, you spot a maiden heading back toward the village. Oh crap! She's still set to leave! She couldn't have come from the Overlord's castle, could she? This may be the exact maiden you're currently seeking to rescue. You approach her with curiosity, and she runs away from you for some reason. You wonder what this— oh crap, I screenshot it again. You wonder what that's all about, but then you remember you're covered in demon blood. Well, not want to look like you're a crazy person chasing after her or anything, you nonchalantly walk back to the town. Oh crap, now we're gonna get burned at the stake. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around— you notice the whole village is crowded around— is that the maiden you saw earlier? She's bound to a wooden stake! The crowd is in a frenzy! Ow! Smoke begins to rise, and you stand idly by as flames consume the maiden. She must have done something horrible to deserve that. You decide to call it a day and return to your house, but you can't escape this sinking feeling. Maybe you aren't cut out for this role. Spectator, hero, and B. Okay, so here's what we need to do. We need to change her so she's not obedient, so she'll stay there. We'll do the hero. We want to be diplomatic and dutiful. So we're gonna go there, but we're gonna kill the first demons, but then negotiate our way in. And it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be totally fine. Huh?
My Duolingo just asked me to select the correct characters for Robo. Logan, was this you?
It was me. I didn't want you to find out this way, but I am Duolingo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to find out like this. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate it. I should read some more in the chat. Ray says, oh, F, I forgot this. Sorry, y'all, we were cooked. Cookster says, you can tell they're evil because they don't have pupils. Doc says, so good. Queen Gator says, hero. Chris said, little bit donkers. No, Queen Gator said, hero, use your brain cells. Ray says, also, look at how the color changes when the characters meet each other. Oh, that's right, because there are multiple characters. I didn't even think about that. Oh, that's what it was doing. I love that. Doc says, my favorite detail of this game is this. Queen Gator said, oh, hey, everyone's getting colors together. Doc says, I think we're missing Maiden's purple, though. Chris said, little bit donkers. Queen Gator said, yeah, no purple. So does that mean the Maiden was maybe missing something there? So she needs to do something to stop them. Let's still try this. We're gonna have them slaughter the creatures. And yeah, then we get to these ones. No way to sneak past these creatures. Hopefully we can still be diplomatic even though we're covered in blood. Here we go. Ask them if they'll let you in. You attempt to explain why you've come, but the monster before you eyes you with suspicion. Oh yeah, because we got blood all over us. That is bad. They can't help but notice the demon blood from earlier you haven't had the chance to wash off just yet. Whoops. You have no choice but to fight the army in self-defense. Oh, well, more experience points for you. You make your way up through the castle, fending off the demons stand in your way. You make it to the Overlord's chamber and hope you're still in time to save the maiden. You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord just as you suspected, but for some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Ask the maiden what's going on. Oh, but this will let us be heroic. Did we want heroic? It was dutiful? Duty-full. You know what? She's gonna kill us anyway. Let's destroy the Overlord. You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams, then falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. You want my blood hand? You smile, offering the maiden your hand. She takes it after slight hesitation. She must be surprised how strong you are. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. She must be too shy to speak. The ladies love Greg. Goku. Yeah, not Greg. The villagers are very pleased with what a good job you've done slaying the Overlord and saving a hostage. They throw a huge celebration in your home. You were remembered for generations as the greatest hero the village has ever seen. Triumphant hero end! Okay. We can do this. We can do this! We still got like over an hour to figure this out. So we want diplomatic. We definitely want diplomatic. Not dutiful, because that'll get blood on him. But maybe heroic and diplomatic? Can he be both of those? Are those contradictory? What if we do the maiden and she's not polite to the underling? Although I do feel like we're missing something obviously from the maiden and from the underling. Let's try the maiden real quick, and she's gonna be rude to the underling when we see him, and just see if that changes anything. Shout for a hero to come save you. You yell, but a hero does not come. The demon is put off by your sudden shouting and asks you to keep it down. You apologize. They seem more confused than hostile, which totally catches you off guard. If we made Badonkers hungry, could we just go and little Badonkers would eat us? You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry and get taken away by a demon already. And the demon doesn't seem to have really been listening to you, which is a little irritating. Okay, so this we've seen before. Long walk to the castle. We meet the Overlord. Turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens or anything else would agitate the humans. Okay. So we're gonna tell her that we want to stay, because if we leave, we get killed at home. So we can't have that. So, what?
Angel requests that you press the bad end button.
There's a bad end button? Is it in the main menu? Thank you very much, Oak, for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. We're gonna have to figure out where that is, but thank you. Let's see, Crystal says, a little bit donkers. Queen Gator said, yeah, no purpose. Yeah, that makes me think we're missing something from Maiden, right? Chris says, where is purple? Queen Gator said, maybe because the loudest stuff is Betty, Goku, and Badonkers. Penny is being silenced by them in the background. Cookster says, isn't the ground a different shade? That magenta? Queen Gator said, that's the Overlord color, I think. Cookster says, I suppose so. Doc says, fun party idea. We burned to death together. Crystal says, no. Queen Gator said, Badonkers, no. Crystal crying. Jackson on said, my theory is the demons led you in so that you could, so you would kill the Overlord and rebelled because you didn't. Cookster says, my bad, guys. Queen Gator said, except for little Badonkers again. Queen Gator said they were disloyal. Crystal says, since little Badonkers die, I feel my anguish chat. Maybe we need to... Anyway, we're just gonna try. We're gonna try a bunch of stuff. Cookster says, is it really a party if no one's dying? I don't know. Hidden Hand over in YouTube says part 3 Edgeworth. Okay, sorry, but still. Badonkers, okay, so wanna come in this castle thing? I guess I'm interested. Badonkers, okay, come. Say, hey, Overlord, look, forgot the name of the earlier, sorry, Overlord. What, who is this? Edgeworth, I'm Edgeworth, who are you?
I think it's on the menu.
I'm the Overlord. Okay.
Also, what is the reward for man redeem? I don't think I've ever seen it.
Wait for the what redeem? I gotta look at the bottom there. The reward for the for the on redeem. That was something we did for Wendy's birthday. It's just a goofy little snippet of something from Persona 5. It was because Wendy was having a birthday and wanted on something, so we made a little on redeem. It's like you're welcome to spend points. In fact, here I'll just show you so you don't have to spend your own points. I will have mercy because I have unlimited points. Reward from on. Here we go. And redeem.
Here's your reward.
That's all it is. It's just that. It's just a little funsy thing. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The Overlord tells you again that you should get lost. How rude, you just got here. Okay, so we don't want to obey her because, yeah, then we die. So refuse to leave. Were there any other choices that we got? You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated by your stubbornness, but she doesn't kick you out or anything. Hooray. We share stories. We're nice. We're leveling. You can stay. Oh, you're so bashful. But maybe everything I've said. Oh, yes, even if she was to capture you. So he should show up and he's fine. Hero enters the room. Wait, what? Why? No! Hero, why? Oh, because he's being heroic. Crap. He's being heroic. The hero suddenly dashes toward the Overlord, sword drawn. Oh, martyr! Martyr. I guess martyr. Okay. You selflessly throw yourself in front of the hero's blade, acting as a shield. It's funny, you think, you never could have imagined this would be the way that you die. The roles are all switched around, but it feels right to you somehow. You are glad your destiny turned out to be saving someone, rather than being saved yourself. As your vision fades, you hope that everything turns out all right for your new friend. Sacrificial maiden end. How many endings have we done? Okay, we've done 11 out of 41. Holy crap. Okay, so Ray wanted us to click the bad end button. What does that do? Does that just give us a random one? Oh, here we go. It shows us how many endings we've done for each. Select a character to display their timeline. Okay, what does that do? So we show... Oh, here's all the branches. So that's a bad ending. So here's this. The underling is granted the day off. Hero behavior dutiful. Okay, so we want the day off, meets the maiden. Underling brings the maiden to the castle. Underling gets invited to plot to dethrone the overlord. Disloyal. We don't want that, though. Oh, no, I guess, yeah, we do. So this is if we're loyal. That's probably going to be a bad ending, then. But it can also branch here. Underling returns to the castle. So we do want to be disloyal. Then overlord is antisocial. Maiden is obedient. And then what happens? Okay, so let's try that again. So we're going to see what happens when antisocial and obedient. So that's where she sends the maiden home already. And yeah, I guess we'll try that. Oh, no, I don't want to exit the theater. I just want to return. Is this... Oh, is that here? There we go. Antisocial. Obedient. We don't want him to be heroic. And we're going to be disloyal. But let's see what happens there. Maybe we'll just get another characteristic. Let's try this. This is harder than I thought it would be. Okay, you're a demon. Same stuff as before. We find the maiden. She's very frightened and screams for a hero to come. Oh, crap. She's still doing that now. You consider your options, but that's okay. We can tell her to quit yelling. Maiden realizes not going to hurt her. She regains her composure. We head to the castle. Okay, so far so good. Seem to be getting along fine, so you decide it's about time for a nap. And we are going to be disloyal, apparently. You don't get to sleep for long. Your friends wake you up. Rude. And we are going to be disloyal. Okay, let's kill the overlord. I feel like we did this and we died. But wait, but except the overlord has sent the maiden back. Is it gonna be the same thing, but the maiden's not there? Okay, so let's see. We're gonna pop in there and see what's different. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to go about this. They figured they'd just lock her in a room, set it on fire. What a stupid plan. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna head in there. You sneak into the overlord's room. Ooh, this is different. She's taking a nap, like usual. This is almost too easy. You silently approach your master. She looks so peaceful. Time to die! Or chicken out for a coward. Yeah, I don't want to kill her, though. But it's a bad ending if we do coward, so I guess time to die? Shouldn't we have already unlocked coward because we were... let's do time to die. You figure the cleanest way to do this would be to dig your claws into her throat, so you do just that. Oh! She wakes, but not in time to stop you. You watch as she chokes on her blood, cursing you before finally expiring. Well, that felt terrible. You remind yourself it was either her or you, and you weren't about to let yourself get killed by anyone. You leave the room to find your friends waiting just outside. They look pleased. Only now do you realize they must have planned to use you like this from the beginning. Ha! But we're king! Look, oh, you know what? This is a happy ending. Well, you know, you're the new ruler of the castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you as you had betrayed your overlord. And another ending. Okay, so that wasn't it. Okay, so we gotta reset the stage again. Let's take a look. Where did that go? So that still only got us this far. So so I guess we gotta be a coward now. These are probably all bad. That'll go to a bad ending. That goes to a bad ending, but maybe we can get a good ending. But the coward said it was a skull. Diplomatic. Okay, let's take a look if we do... Who was it that had the hero got pretty far. So let's... Wait, no. We want check the bad end, check the hero. Oh, everything converges here. Says, here begins the story. Hero flees from the demons. Hero is led to the castle without issue. Okay. Hero reaches the Overlord's room. Everything is fine. Underling, disloyal. Maiden overhears the Underling's plot to kill the Overlord and goes back to warn her. And that led to a bad ending. So how do we avoid that bad ending? And why is this one all by itself? Antisocial. Hero flees from the demons. Obedient, you talk. And bad ending. I am so confused. But we've gathered what looks to be all the characteristics. We just gotta find the right combination. So hungry just means Underling kills the maiden. So we don't want to be hungry. We don't want to be disloyal. We don't want... Do we want to be a coward? I don't think we want to be a... I guess we could be a coward? We don't want to be obedient. We do want to be diplomatic. Let's try the Overlord now with antisocial, coward, polite, and diplomatic. Let's try this. Oh my gosh. I might need some help in a little bit. Let's see. Chris with a heart. Ray says you can press the skip button for the parts you've already read. Oh, let's skip right to... Except the skip is like trying to do a controller thing. Let's try it here. Oh, here we go. We wanted Grandpa Donkers the day off. Although, what if we do tell him to get back to work? He won't be disloyal. No, he's gonna escape anyway, right? So just grant you the day off. Grant you the day off. And we're gonna skip to the next one. Tell her she'd better go home or let her stay for a while. Yeah, stay for a while. Okay, you can't bring her to send the maiden away, okay. And the hero shows up and wants to take the maiden, let them go. You're certain she'll return if you spend more time with you. You just have to trust in that. You decide. With the hero and maiden gone, you plop down into the comfort of your luxurious Overlord bed. Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness? You hope your new friend will be back soon. You close your eyes for a while. Until your door slams shut! Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed in flames. What's going on? You try to escape, but something's blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Oh, you're being usurped. They have zero foresight. What castle will they rule if this one burns? You don't want to believe that your underlings have betrayed you, but this is no accident. Those ungrateful jerks. You choke on the thick black smoke from the fire. You can't believe you're being done in by a bunch of cowards. You'll see them in heck. Does chat, for those who played, did you have any hints? Am I on the right track? Okay, so let's think about this logically. With the hero, if he's dutiful, he ends up killing those first demons and he gets blood on him. And so the other ones don't trust him and he kills all the demons and then the Overlord will kill us. We don't want dutiful. Heroic means that as soon as he sees the Overlord, he tries to kill he kills the Overlord. We don't want that. We do want him diplomatic because that means he goes in without killing anybody. So that is correct. Polite, I think all the polite means is that she doesn't call for the hero, right? So that shouldn't be too... That shouldn't matter too much, right? Obedient means that if the Overlord tells her to go away, that she does go away. But if she goes away, she ends up getting killed at home, so we don't want that. So she can't be obedient. Martyr is just dives in front of the hero's sword, and so that's on its way to a bad ending. Underling... I'm leaving disloyal. Maybe if we do both disloyal and coward. Maybe? I'm gonna try Tyrant again, or Overlord, but being a tyrant. Tell him Badonkers can't go. Get back to work. You give him a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. They're really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice, comfy Overlord bed. All that lecturing made you want to take a nap. You fall asleep pretty quick, and just another one of your amazing talents is the Overlord. You wake and knock at your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company, so this is gonna be all the same. Oh, but I can't skip it. You thought you told the underling to do their job, not drag strangers in your room. Looks like they took an unauthorized breakaway from the castle. You scold them, but ultimately you're a little interested in this guest, so you let them off easy. That underling's not so bad. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is being captured by you. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. Overlord! 23721. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, Overlord. If you're new here, let me give you the rundown on our schedule. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between Ace Attorney Investigation 2, Prosecutor's Gambit, and Metaphor Fantasio. But you may be saying, but it's a Saturday, and this isn't either of those games. We've added some bonus Saturday streams this month, and might do so in either March or May as well. And we're just playing some other games we've been meaning to for a while, like Bad End Theater. I'm assuming by your username that you're a fan of Bad End Theater. I hope you don't mind. We've given names to all the characters. Underling's name is Little Bit Donkers. Chat voted on these names, so I cannot take credit for them. The hero is Goku, really, Greg. Robo-Donkers. The Overlord is Betty Ma-Donkers, and the Maiden is Penny Sweet-Donkers. You get the incense theme. And to let you know, I do read every comment in chat. I just sometimes get very far behind. Last I checked, I'm about 20-something minutes behind, so I should probably pause to read some chat. But welcome. Oh, also, I don't know if anybody else did this, but let me give you a link tree. Overlord. This link tree has a Discord invite link, my TikTok, depending on what country you're in, YouTube, Twitter, all the good stuff. So let's read a few comments in the chat here since I'm behind. Let's see, Cookster says, free us. Crystal says, no, Logan. Quicket said, Logan, don't you dare. Oh, that must have been when we ate the maiden for funsies. Crap, that was a long time ago. Doc says, we can burn to death if she's... We can't burn to death if she's eaten. Crystal says, actually, yes. Ray says, look, it's for the ending, guys. This option does nothing for the underling. Crystal says, nom nom her. Jackson on says, bruh, what? Doc says, gobble gobble, I'm hungry. Cookster says, bound in chains. I wait for my freedom to arrive. Oh, and I see in my overlay down the bottom that Overlord just gave us a little first-time chat. What is that emote? Emote Zerosk. This is fine. Welcome, Overlord. Again, like I said, I do read every comment in chat, so there's going to be a lot of that, a lot of yapping. I hope you don't mind, but thank you for being here. Let's see, you gotta read some more. Omari says aye, Crystal says nay, Jackson says aye. Okay, Overlord, what happened earlier? We had an informal vote in the chat through ayes and nays as to whether Underling should gobble Maiden one time, just to see what happens. We thought it would save us from dying in a fire, but bad things happened. The villagers murdered us. Crystal says, eat her, she caused all of this. Doc said the maiden left to get some milk, guys. Queen Gator said, any clippers who can clip the truth? Beowulf says, for her. Crystal says, maiden is doing just maidenly duties, Doc. Crystal with a smile. Queen Gator said, aw, there's the gore. Crystal says, nom nom, B-word, oof. Cookster says, I mean, technically, since the maiden is pure grayscale, the last ending we got didn't include her, as though any other character, white has a slight undertone. Jackson said, Overlord will regret letting you out. Crystal says, Crystal says, hero, let Badonkers in peace. I am really struggling trying to figure out the combination, but I want to get a good ending. We're already over the 2-hour mark, so we got 1 hour before our scheduled end time. We got to be able to find a good ending point, right? Let me check the YouTube chat. Oh yeah, because Overlord, we are multi-streaming here and on YouTube. Over on YouTube, Hidden Hand is saying part 4 coming soon again. Liking the story so far is fun. Saying, and why are you here, Edgeworth? Honestly, I don't know at this point, randomly appearing here. Strange, yeah, I know. Well, just leave, Edgeworth. Okay, your choice. Is the door going to be locked for no reason? Well, that's more interesting. So yes, locked door, Hidden Hand. Let's see where this is going. We haven't changed much, so I have a feeling we're still gonna die, but maybe there'll be like some little thing that'll be different. The maiden goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her you never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this. Oh yeah, I said we're gonna switch to the Maya voice. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You really don't understand the question. You'd think this would put way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. You wonder what to say. I mean, it doesn't matter what we do, right? Because antisocial, I mean, she ends up staying no matter what because she's not obedient.
Maya ya ya yo a woo. I love your Maya Faye voice.
Yay! Although she didn't talk about burgers, I'm sad to say. Oh, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Oh, and I see over on YouTube, Queen Katie popped in saying, hey, Logan, I figured out something, so if you yell potato, I can give you a route without any spoilers. Okay, here's the thing. Queen Katie, would you be able to give me like a hint toward that route without like giving me the full route? Like here's a hint, like maybe this character you need to focus on a different trait or something like that. So I'll probably shout potato the next time we get to the menu and see if you can give me a hint. How's that sound, Queen Katie? I try to avoid backseating, but I might need some help. You can't bring yourself to send this maiden away. She just got here. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. Okay, this is all the same dialogue as before, so we should be able to skip over some of this. So yeah, is she into you? Yeah. You're interrupted by another human in your doorway. This time, it's a hero. He was apparently searching for the maiden, who is rumored to have been captured by your kind. Captured? Not at all. I only wanted to meet with the Overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. And we made little Badonkers not disloyal, so hopefully the room won't set on fire again. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. Okay, so, crap, do we need disloyal Badonkers in order to stop them from leaving? Maybe we do. Because possessive gets us killed, so let them go. You're certain she'll return to spend more time with you. You just have to trust in that, you decide. With the hero and maiden gone, you plop down to the comfort of your luxurious overlord bed. Your room feels so empty. Is this loneliness? You hope your new friend will come back soon. You close your eyes for a while until your door slams shut. Yep, and on fire. So now we die again. Crap! Burned overlord end. We don't even get a new achievement. That's like the same ending. Reset the stage. So if we make underling disloyal... Tyrant didn't matter too much, because that just, underling still, you know. But disloyal just leads to the fire. Queen Katie, can I get a hint? Can I get a slight hint? I'm gonna read some more comments in the chat. Potato for a little bit of a hint? Maybe you could just let me know, like, which character would you suggest I swap up the character traits a little bit? So it's not a full, like everything, this one, but just a hint. Crystal says, feel my anguish and anger. Queen Katie said, what do you mean? I thought we clicked on the hear her out option. We never touched the gobble option, no? Doc said, to be fair, if we let Overlord kill when someone kills all her people, hero should be allowed to kill when Badonkers eats his people. Queen Katie said, please pin that message. Crystal does the shout out for Yui Vale. Yui Vale says, thank you. Oh no, not that clip. Crystal says, are you okay? Yui Vale says, yeah, ha ha ha, I was drinking wine. Oak said, I'm back. Ramen done. Crystal says, little Badonkers is my son. Yui Vale said, desk is all built at haha, yes, no more falling from me. Yui Vale said, all right, good night, bye everyone. Good night, thank you so much again for being here, you. I know you're already gone, but thank you. Oak said, very spicy though. Omari said, I made ramen, but I already eat all of it. Cookster said, sometime I bite the noodles. Queen Katie said, purple. They got purple there now. So I felt like we were close for a while. What was the combination we had that was close? It was definitely hero was diplomatic. Maiden was not obedient, because she stays. She was polite. Underling was disloyal. But that's what we just did. We just did. But it was coward. So coward makes it so that they just light it on fire so the underling doesn't even come in the first place. So there's got to be some ending once we're all trapped in that room. Hang on, I'm going to try just running through the hero really quick with these and see if anything is different. So we gotta flee like a coward, and be diplomatic, and ask the maiden what's going on, and this should be, then the colors should start changing, right? Huh, what? Yeah, colors are changing!
Katie put her hint in YouTube chat. 3.
Okay, thank you very much for the 10 bits. Let's see what happens here first, and then I will check that out. Thank you very much, Oak, I appreciate it. Okay, so they're talking about assassinating the Overlord. Crap, we can still skip, so this is the same thing as before. This means that, yeah, it's not gonna be any different. So what color are we missing? We got Badonker's color, we got Overlord's color, we got Hero's color. So we're just missing the Maiden's color. So that means there's something in the Maiden's path that we are missing. So this is where we're all gonna burn in a fire. Because that's gotta be it, right? It's pink for Overlord, orange for Hero, and like light bluish turquoise for, yes, we all die. So we have to change something with the Maiden. So what do we change with the Maiden? What if we make the Maiden a martyr still? And let's try that path again and see if it changes at all. And I will read your hint in a second, Queen Katie. I'm just experimenting a little bit. Flee like a coward. Ask if they'll let you in. And we'll see what happens. See if when we get some colors, ask the maiden what's going on. Wait, why are we leaving? Why are we leaving? Why are we leaving? Oh, because she's not disobedient anymore. And so yeah, they're gonna kill us. This proves that you demons really are foul creatures. We have to tell her about this. Oh, here we go. Okay. You have to tell her about this. You don't understand what the maiden is thinking. The world is better off with less demons. They're all cold, ruthless creatures. Have we done this before? Crap, we can skip this. Some of the creatures have just noticed you eavesdropping. The maiden takes off into the castle. You have no choice but to follow. Burst in the Overlord's room. The maiden frantically tries to communicate what you've just overheard. Yeah, there's still no maiden color, so we're... Wait, no, there is! No, crap. No, that is the same as the Overlord's color. So we're all still gonna die in the fire again. Darn it, I feel like we're so close. You grip your sword tightly if you have to cut through everyone here with get the maiden safely. Safety you certainly will, but they close the door and we die in the fire again. And she just prays, so being a martyr doesn't do anything there. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud, but I want to try and see if we can figure this out before I resort to a hint. Reset the stage. So we want her to be... We don't want her to be a martyr. Polite somehow leads to her not trying to leave, though. What if she's antisocial instead? Okay, Hang on, I want to see what happens if we try this, because I don't think we've tried this with a hero, where he's diplomatic, he's not going to be dutiful, so he's not going to have any blood on him. He's going to run into the maiden leaving, but she's not going to be scared, because she antisocial and she's obedient. So let's try this. Again, Queen Katie, I will check out your stuff in a minute. Okay, hero, pretty swell guy, flee like a coward. Ask if they'll let you in. Okay. You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down and you feel very uncomfortable, but they seem to trust you. Can we skip this? Yeah, okay. Ask the maiden what's going on. But we gotta change something about Badonkers so that he doesn't try to kill us, right? No, but it's the maidens whose color is missing. That was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do. You ask her to return with you to town. Overlord allows two of you to leave and you casually exit the castle. Crap, it's this again. So we run back in and we're still missing her color. And then we all get lit on fire. So all the stuff that's white here needs to turn into Maiden's color. Okay, I am gonna need to read that hint. Let me read a couple comments in the chat though first, real quick. Let's see. No, so Queen Katie, when you said they got purple there now, when was that? Oak said, bulldog ramen with a bit of cream, 3 slices of cheese, garlic, some crunchy chili oil, garam masala spice, chili powder, and a tiny bit of clove. That's like a lot more involved than when I usually just do cup noodle microwave. Chris says language, but donkers. Doc said, we do indeed have all colors. When was that? Queen Katie said, but no orange for hero this time. Doc said, well, sort of, much less of orange here. I'm pretty sure the purple is because you're blue. And since you're the main character, you also have the main color, Curse of Burple. So maybe we just need to be the maiden doing this stuff. Oh, what was that? Pring! Oh, Gal, prayed with a party of 2! Let's do a quick shout out. Crystal, can you do a shout out for Gal? We're gonna try the maiden again, and then I promise, Queen Katie, I will read your suggestions. Actually, I don't know if Crystal popped away, so let me go ahead and I'll type in the shout out. And this will give me a chance to consult that flowchart again also. Gallop. Oh, no, Crystal already got it. There you go.
Whoa!
Oh, I will. That was a quick shout out. Thank you, Gallop. I really appreciate it. Okay, so this gets us to here, but we're missing something from Overlord? So some characteristic from Overlord is wrong. So this is, hero flees from the demons, he is diplomatic, everything is fine, he's disloyal. So maybe the Overlord needs to be a tyrant when we do that? No, that's probably possessive. That probably leads to another bad end. So we don't want that. Check the maidens. No, Maiden begins her story. Maiden meets the Overlord. Overlord is antisocial, or Maiden stays with the Overlord for a while. He's dutiful. No, we don't want dutiful and heroic. Maiden chooses to leave when told. We don't want that, though. Dutiful, returns to the village alone, and dies. Okay, so let's see what happens when... So maybe she can end up coming back. Let's try that. Let's try that. She's gonna leave when told. Yeah, introduce yourself. We're going to obey her. We're gonna leave. And... Oh, no. No. That just went to that. Wait, but that was the... So what gets us up there? That's another hero trait. I am so confused. Okay, let's see what happens when the hero is dutiful, and we do that. So we're gonna go, introduce yourself. Obey her. Oh, we're having more stuff! Chris G. Lamau laughing. Chris G, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry, I am so behind in the chat right now. I am at the point where we have done so many endings, but I still can't figure out which one is the right one. Thank you very much for the follow. The same spiel I gave to Overlord earlier. Hi. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Currently alternated between Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit, and Metaphor Refantasio. But this month we added some extra Saturday streams like today, playing some miscellaneous games like Bad End Theater. And I do read every comment and chat. I'm just sometimes very far behind. 20-something minutes behind last I checked, probably slipping further and further behind. And, getting a little frantic trying to come up with how to get a good ending here. Have you played this game before, Chris? Chris G? If you don't mind me calling you that. Let's see, I gotta read some more in the chat then. Cookster says, pretty sure the purple is because you're blue, and since the main color, yes, a curse of purple. Queen Katie said, I got spoiled while looking up this game. I technically know how to do it, but I'm also 80% sure it means having to get every ending. I don't know, I haven't played this game. Cookster says, Logan judging the name of the game might be a bit tough to find a good ending. Ray said, there is no good ending. This is only bad end theater. There are only bad ends. Winks. Cookster said, super evil and twisted theater. Ray said, the theater of homosexuality and despair. Crystal says, so theater kids. Ray's laughing. Crystal says, art students. Omari said, what I played. I chose hero first. Doc said, made like a dark, messed up version of a theater. Just glimpse into my twisted mind / reference. Ray says, bad end theater. I sure hope it does. Doc says, bad end theater. I hardly know her. Cookster says, 6 out of 41. Long ways to go, foolish jester. Queekity said, okay, I have a super simple guide for the game. Do yell potato if you want to. It's really good, but really spicy, says Oak. Doc says, Logan, the tragic clown. Okay, so over in YouTube, Queen Katie posted a hint. Let's see if we can find this out here. Queen Katie said, hey Logan, I figured out something, so if you yell potato, I can give you a route without any spoilers. I can tell you what character's traits should be ticked off or not. The ones I found for is Overlord. For her route, your trait is set up is correct. It is correct. Well, crap, what was it before? I think it had Tyrant. Did it have Antisocial? I think it was... Let's go back and check that in a minute. So we'll check that in a minute. Let's skip until we get to a new choice here. He's covered in demon blood. You're frightened by the sight of him and run away. You return to the village alone. Everyone is very worried about you. Surrounded with 1,000 questions. You tell them your story. You explain the Overlord. Oh, crap. Yeah, they're going to kill me here. So this is the same burning at the stake. Crap. Okay. So we want nothing on Maiden then. Is that what you're saying? Nothing on Maiden. So not polite, not obedient, and not a martyr. We don't want him dutiful. We do want him diplomatic. We want him disloyal because that'll get him into the room. Let's try the hero path again and see what happens. Flee like a coward. Ask if they'll let you in. Ask the maiden what's going on. Maiden explains she was never actually captured and she came here of her own volition. It was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt. Okay, so we try to leave. We see them. They're talking. And crap, I think we're still missing purple. Still missing purple. Don't know what the maiden is thinking. So this is just gonna end up with us dying. Huh. Okay, I gotta read some more. The rest is up to you without spoiling you. Hero, diplomatic, and underling, disloyal. I mean, okay, so that is correct. So we got these two correct, it seems like. Hero, diplomatic, underling, disloyal. Okay, Queekie said, you're doing good with experimenting, though. I like watching that. I hope you like watching, because that's all we're doing now.
Logan Chat says you are really bad at this.
Oh, that is true. I am very bad at this. I'm very, very bad at this. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate it. Okay. Obviously, we don't want the maiden to be obedient, because that just ends up sending her home. She gets killed. Martyr doesn't matter. Martyr doesn't matter. Because that's just if the hero tries to kill the Overlord. We could do polite, but what does that even change? Take away tyrant. Still antisocial, so now everybody has 1. Let's try just skipping through again. Skip through, flee like a coward. Come on, ask if they'll let you in, please. Ask the maiden what's going on. Give me some colors here. Nope. Okay. So, we're still missing something from her. Introduce yourself. You tell the demon your name. Refuse to leave. You think the hero enters the room. Hero asks what's going on. And okay, so we're about to leave. And yeah, here's where the... Oh, we got purple now. Wait, what are we missing? Now, oh crap, now we're missing underling's color. Okay. I think? Or is that green? I can't tell if that's white or green. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. That looks green to me. Is that green? I can't tell it looks green because of the other colors. I can't really tell. Have we got it? Have we got all the colors? Have we got all the colors? Okay, the hero shakes his head, says that if this is the true nature of demons, the world's better off with less of them. This isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life, huh?
Angel says follow the chart and play Overlord.
Okay, that'll help. Overlord. We'll play as the Overlord. Thank you. Thank you very much, Oak, for the 10 bits, and thank you, Ray, for that. I appreciate it. I'll read some more in the chat also. So this is probably going to go very bad. Ray says, also, Logan, I recommended hitting the bad end button at the top of the menu. Cooksher says, LeBron scream if you love tragedy. Cooksher says, just a little covered in blood as a treat. Ray says, Walla. Doc says, well, I'm so glad this misunderstanding had no bad end, ... Theater. Ray said, say that again. Queen Katie said, Logan, don't make Betty Yandere, please. No, not the Betty Yandere era. Ray said, it's for the ending. Doc says, bad end stream. Oak said, we can hear you. Okay, so that's when the stream was having issues before. Quicketa said, even the game is mad for the Yandere. I can hear you. Joxanon said, is this part of her power? Quicketa said, yeppers. Oak said, we can hear you. Doc says, we hear you. Oak of the heart. Omari says, yes. Crystal says, yes. Doc said, can see you. Oak says, revived. Omari said, YouTube is good too. Ray says, doomed Yuri. Doc says, quote, babe, what's wrong? Is it the blood? I thought you thought it was hot, baby. Let me read some more YouTube chat as well. Hidden Hand, I'm just gonna do the voices. Wait, the door is locked. What? This wasn't locked before. Why do I feel like something bad is about to happen? Fire! Next message. Also, by the way, Katie, I'm just making a story, honestly, saying, just saying this so you understand what's going on or something. Ray says, Logan, your biggest hint is just the chart. Yeah, we'll check that after this. We'll check Overlord's chart after this. Thank you. Quickly said, you, oops, curse you, enter button. Anyway, you're pretty much missing a factor in the other routes, which is from Overlord, which is what the hint thing is for. So thank you. So we're close. We're close. We're getting close. Also, we're almost to the 2.5 hour mark, which means if people want to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions later on, once we pass the 3 hour mark, that'd be nice. Hidden Hand says, why is there fire? I don't know. We're all gonna die. Someone in the distance shows up to kill her. Get fired. Edgeworth, what? Quigator said, you're doing good. You missed that part where I said it was for the Overlord route. And Ray says, Logan, okay. Yes, we're gonna play. This isn't right. You think what kind of hero passes? Oh, we can't skip this. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? But Donkers looks weird purple. The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the Overlord's room, all your words spilling out at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognize from before barges in, calling you a liar. You're surprised they were part of this evil plot. They seemed so nice. The other demons come in right after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. Come on, maiden, stand up for the underling. Everyone's shouting at each other. It's really stressing you out. You're relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence, and you think she is very Overlord-like in this moment. Crap, if they close the door, they're gonna light the fire and we're all gonna die. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this. Ah! And thinking that must have jinxed it because now the room is engulfed in flames. If only you had ignored those. If only you had ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into the situation. Wait, if you had... Oh, when we were leaving. But then they would have killed the Overlord. If you had just pretended not to hear them. If you left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you. You think that no matter what, you will always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. The Overlord sees the underling, they beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. The Overlord's claws pierce the underling's chest. They scream an awful scream. She digs and twists her claws into the poor thing while you continue to pray. But there's no saving any of you now. You, the Overlord, the hero, and the underling's corpse are consumed by flames.
You guys are demons, don't you have some sort of magic power that could help you escape the fire?
Or a window! Why is this castle not up to fire code? This was her bedroom! She was napping here! You always are supposed to have like an exterior escape, like a window in a bedroom. See, that's the real problem. The real crime is the fire marshal didn't come here and make the Overlord install a window. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Oh boy. Let's see, Jackson said, bruh, I think we got to turn on Obedient. Doc says, I don't think Logan understands this game. I don't! Quigator said, but he's on Maiden anyway, so he doesn't have to do that anyway. Ray said, no, when you play as a character, their traits don't count since you pick them. Jackson says, okay. Quigator said, wait, question for Logan, are you on keyboard or controller? If controller, you have a skip button. Right bumper. If keyboard, then I don't know what the skip button is. I am on keyboard, but apparently I can click that, though. So that's what it is. It's just clicking. Devout Maiden end. Reset the stage. Okay, so we need to look at the Overlord's endings. So... Overlord is here. Overlord begins her story. Overlord lets the underling have the day off, or Overlord tells the underling to get back to work. But both reconverge in the center, for Overlord tells the maiden to go, or the underling behavior is hungry. So we're not having that. Up here, Overlord allows the maiden to stay and chat. So that's probably leading to a bad ending there with dutiful, heroic. Yeah, so that doesn't matter. So we want antisocial, tells the maiden to leave. Maiden is obedient. Overlord lets the maiden and hero go. Disloyal. So if we don't have disloyal, we should go down here, right? So as long as he's not disloyal and she lets them go, we should be fine. So we take off disloyal. And let's try it. We might need to put something back on later, like coward. Let's try it. Let's try it. We might finally have it. We probably don't already have. We don't finally have it. Ray says, he said resting his hands on WASD, but there are controller buttons for some reason. I think it's just showing both. I think for keyboard, it's like clicking on stuff, because you can see my cursor, right? Let's see. Quigator said, let me look up and see if there's a keyboard guide somewhere. And Omari with a hydrate command. Thank you very much, Omari. I appreciate it. Okay, so we want to grant Little Badonkers the day off. And then we tell her she better go home. And let them go. Okay, so here's where it might diverge. We might have this. You're certain that she'll just return to spend more time with you? You just have to trust in that, you decide. With the hero and the maiden gone, you plop down into the comfort of your luxurious Overlord bed. Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness? I think last time she was more questioning, so this seems good. Oh no, that was the line, so never mind. You hope your new friend will be back soon. You close your eyes for a while, until your door slams shut. Crap, no! That's the thing, if Badonkers isn't disloyal, then they just light the room on fire. So maybe I need to be a tyrant. Burned Overlord end. Okay, so we got it. Let's reset the stage and let's try that again. So we're gonna go and we're gonna be a tyrant. Responsibility and da-da-da blah 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 blah. Tell her she better go home. And let them go. Okay, and then we wake up. Crap! No. I don't understand how the flowchart is supposed to give me a clue to this. Overlord flowchart. I'm assuming that this is the center that we want here. Okay, there's a different way. If we go up here, Overlord allows the maiden to stay and chat. He's diplomatic. And then we go down here. Okay, so we don't have to be antisocial. That loops us back around as well. But I don't have disloyal clicked. So how are we not getting down here? Maybe he needs to be a coward? Or we do want disloyal clicked. Because that gets us over here. I think? Let's try that again. Okay, skip. Grant the day off. Antisocial. Let them go. Okay, let's try it now. Okay, well, what colors we got? We've got all the... Wait. I don't think this is hero orange. This is just like off... Do we have it? Have we got it? I think we got it. I think we finally got the right combination. So it was disloyal, like I was saying, that they just light on fire. Okay. Let me celebrate by reading some chat, and we are past the 2.5 hour mark. So if anybody has raid suggestions, now's your time. Oak says, fully back now. Crystal says, witch. Ray says, I don't think he's gonna finish this tonight. Y'all, oh, Ray, do you think I'm going to now? Crystal says, Betty is a witch. Ray said, just you wait, Crystal. Oak says, ramen was good, but I'll add less cream and a little less cheese next time. More water instead of cream. The chili crunch stuff was great, though it's my first time trying that. Queekin said, why is it always fire? Crystal says, oh crap, it was in fact the witch ending. Ray says, if I only still had my old username. Queekin said, Logan, do you want help getting the other characters? Found a guide for that, no other spoilers. Ray said he just needs to press the bad end button. Well, it's more than just pressing that button. Had to figure it out. Crystal says, no! Crystal gasps. Queen said, Logan, the options you have for the character you're playing as won't be on because you're the one selecting them in the route. It's not auto. Ray said, I like the butch lesbian Cyclops demon. Oak says, I'm like 2,000 bits away from my 10,000 bit badge. For some reason, I thought that said bit bagel. I should make bagel badges. Queekin said, I'd say unlock the characteristic from the menu. Crystal says, heroic! Haha, duty. Crystal says, definitely not Greg. Ray said, wait, could someone pin the message saying to press the bad end button I just realized? Thank you, Oak. Cookster says, look at this simpleton, this fool, this jester. Ray said, why is simpleton censored but not fool? Ray said, it's Wendy's birthday present. Oak said, thank you, Sir Longa, you're too kind. Cookster says, what a reward. Oak says, that's wonderful. I'm surprised Wendy doesn't redeem it more often. Well, the problem is it's expensive. It's like 20,000 points. It's just for special occasions. Oak said, I would have tried redeeming it, but I don't have 20k points. Queekin says, 150.50, so I am 40 minutes behind. All that guesswork got me behind. Further behind. But we're doing better now. We should probably put on slow mode. I need to see if I can figure out how to do that. Slow mode. We're gonna do a 30-second slow mode and see if that helps me to be able to catch up to chat. There, I figured out how to do it for the first time. Let's see, Ray says that'll probably be a bad end, right? Logan says, as all of them are bad endings. Well, maybe this one will be good. Oak says that quote was on 9/11. What one? It's not a dead medic, it's a dedic. Ray says, turn on TV, doesn't matter which channel. Oak says, I like unlocking things though. Queekin said, yeah, I was gonna say. Oak said, that is not the cleanest way to do it. Queekin said, I don't think we have coward. I am looking at quite the chart right now. Doc said, Loki, I just want to see what happens if you check everything. I guess we can try that afterward and then pick someone to be. So who should we be if we check everything? Probably, Hero. Because otherwise he just murders everybody. He's awful. Queen said, okay, I think Logan is missing one characteristic from the Maiden Underling and the Overlord. I know how to get the last one for Overlord, though. Ray says every character has 4. Cookster says just following the dang timeline. Oak says, Logan, I don't think there's a good ending in this game called Bad End Theater. But that's got to be the twist, right? Little twist. Just little. I don't know why I'm doing a purple nurple thing, but that's what it is. Queekin said, okay, I do know how to get some stuff, so if Logan ever yells for a potato, I'm set. Oak says, Overlord, are you the one from the game? And there's Overlord with the emote, so I caught him to where Overlord came in. Ray says, as by your profile picture, I can see you like this game. Ray says, me too, Overlord, me too. Overlord says, she just like me, for real. Well, you know what, Overlord, if you're still here, I don't know if you are, but if you are, good on you, because she's nice. She's very nice. Very... It's weird seeing everybody like have completely different colors like this all of a sudden. Ray says, I already read that. Cookster says, guys, I think they the Overlord. Oak said, I'm surprised how many sprites are in this game. They're super well drawn. They really are. The art style is phenomenal. Overlord says, Underling is mid. Oh no. Ray said, the Underling is my fave. Overlord says, I want to scold the Underling. Scolding is fine. Just don't kill the Underling. Oak says, but little badonkers. Potato Katie. Crystal says, Katie slight potato. Oak said, I can TTS it. Ray said, if he's cowardly, he'll go into the room but won't light, I think. Also use the chart, Logan. Queen Katie said, can someone tell Logan I put my hint in the YouTube chat? Doc says, if only we had some kind of chart. Ray says, why do the Overlord and Underling have no shoes on? Crap, is this game just fodder for foot fetishists? Oak said, foot kink. Ray said, is she the Overlord of foot fetishists? Oak says, yes. 2:11:51. See, now I'm only 25 minutes behind. Says JD, Katie, 2:12:12. Quick said, I love how Logan keeps not learning the options he picks on the routes he's not on is not auto. Ray says, you got this, Oak. Oak says, Katie, how did you miss that? Quigator said, look, I was focused on Logan. Oak says, Gallop. Quigator says, hey, Raiders. We're having fun here, as you can see. Yeah, crap, sorry, Gallop, I'm so sorry. I didn't ask how your stream was. I was so caught up in what I was doing. I am so sorry, Gallop. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Ray says, just follow the chart and play Overlord. Quigator said, for real, the hint gave Logan is literally the Overlord route. Ray says he just needs the 4th Overlord trait, and it's right in his face. Quigator said, yeah, exactly, that's the hint I'm trying to go for. Doc says, shaking Lone Robo. Quigator said, man, just needed the final Overlord trait and he's set for the game because he keeps repeating the hero and bad end without the trait. Said, no, he was so close, wrong character. Ray said, I take it that means I gotta play it. I'm gonna read 2 more comments. Ray said, Logan, we're on a time crunch here. Quigator said, he had it all, but not playing Overlord. Okay, so let's try this now. Let us try this, okay? You've almost fallen asleep when the maiden and hero burst into your room, frantically trying to communicate something to you. You're told that a group of demons is plotting to assassinate you. You're not surprised. How nice of the humans to care, though. One of your underlings barges in next shouting that the humans are liars. They're followed by another group of demons crying that everything was the first underling's plan. Everyone is shouting over each other now, and it's very annoying. You yell for all of them to shut their traps. You have no doubt that your servants would let their ambition cloud their judgment and lead them to try to take your throne. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. Saying that made you feel very Overlord. I like how the same thing the maiden said, in that moment. She seemed very much like an Overlord. You aren't sure if they have the strength to back it up, though. Lately, all you do is sleep. Oh, no! The group of demons started muttering something about going back to plan A and suddenly slammed the door shut. No. Wait, where's the hero's color? Why is the hero's color not here? You, the maiden, the hero, and one of your underlings are trapped inside. Crap. I thought we had everything. Is that not, bright enough orange? I guess maybe that's just off-white. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. Oh, the underling pounds on the door, cursing at their friends for betraying them. Crap. The hero pounds the door as well, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. So this is how you'll die. Burned alive in your own room by those you thought you could trust. You should have expected this from a bunch of idiot demons. I was so certain that we'd finally found the good ending. You noticed the maiden crying. Why does she have to die over something that has nothing to do with her? Perhaps she was cursed from the moment she spoke to you. You wonder if you're cursed as well. No! You're filled with so much anger and frustration you don't even notice you've grabbed the underling those traitors blamed everything on. They cry for mercy, saying that they were dragged into the plot, knowing that they'd be killed if they took your side. They cried that they didn't want to have to kill you. Please, please be nice. I see all the colors. That's the hero's yellow, right? You almost feel sorry for them. Please give me a choice. Please give me a choice. Oh, thank you. Merciful. We got it. We can be merciful. I need to have a sip of celebratory water. Ah. And Crystal says, yep, I agree, Oak. Quigator said, man, days like this makes me wish I still had bits. What?
Almost sorry means she wasn't sorry.
That's right. No. You see, to the demons, almost Christmas is Christmas. Christmas is a whole season to all of them. But thank you very much, Oak, for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Quigator says, Logan, no, what was it that I did? Oak said, tell me what to TTS and I shall. Ray says, tell him how to follow the chart and play Overlord. Quigator said, hero is correct, underling is correct, maiden needs nothing, and then play Overlord's route. You were right there. Doc said, that is white. Quigator said, I don't know what route this is, but not the right one I was hinting towards, lol. Oak said, I will refrain from telling him Katie's thing so far. It isn't too obvious unless he asks for another hint. Quigator said, yee, just watching the popcorn at this point. I miss Vero. Oak says, me too, Crystal moment. Oak says, why is it always quotes from yesterday? I mean, it wasn't yesterday. It's pretty recent. And then add quote, but Donkers looks weird purple. That is true, because it's like a purple nurple. Doc says, this castle's not OSHA approved. Jackson says, sadly, the window strat would not work for me because my bed is on the second floor. But at least, maybe you'd have a chance? You could, make a human chain or something? Oak says, just become a cat or get wings to slow your fall. Yeah, this is why we need the little bat wings. Oak said, also, to be honest, falling might be better than a fire. Jackson said, actually more like a third floor height because based on the ground level. Well, she looks like the type that would have a moat around the castle. I mean, that would still kind of hurt going to the water, but you could survive. Crystal said, having broken bones is better than dying, no? 2:28:28. Oh, look at that. I'm 11 minutes behind. Forgive them. Okay, this is all new, and it was a new trait, Merciful. We should have this. I should also check YouTube chat. Hidden Hand says, why are you doing this? Because this world sucks. Edgeworth says, did you get teleported to? Yeah, just what do you think? Quiggy says, yes, that's the trait you needed all along. Everyone find an escape. I don't have a second exit. You're gonna die. How about Mind Chess? What? Mind Chess, next message. Okay, you release the underling. Killing them wouldn't make you feel any better. Besides, they've already gotten their punishment. You'll all burn together. Then we can all be like Captain Curly in mouthwashing all over again. Which, I don't know if you guys saw. I was so bummed. So remember that mouthwashing clip I showed you guys? And like, I don't know if I should post this to TikTok or not. Well, I posted it. It went up today. And it's like getting deboosted. I don't know if something else, I got me a temporary shadow ban or what, but it's like, they're showing it to hardly anybody. It's so sad. Not that you guys can go watch it now even, but it was so sad. You'll all burn together. No! Overlord's true end. Oh, okay. So that's what we do. We probably apply the mercy and then do somebody else. Oh. Before you're taken back to reset the story once again, you pause for a moment. What? True end, you say to yourself. What was the point of all my effort if the true ending is this terrible? You must have forgotten where you were. Ah! This is bad end theater. Is this a final boss? Is the pain setting in? Oh, but you should have been well aware of what you'd be shown when you entered this place. It's a problem I've seen quite often. At some point, you grew attached to my little cast. You started to relate to their flaws, their plights. You started wishing for their happiness. But you aren't going to find that here in my theater, my lovingly crafted labyrinth of suffering. Anyway, I hope you'll pardon the interruption. You're making great progress. The choice to continue on to the next ending is always yours. I'll leave it to you, dear guest. What happens if I click exit the theater now? Like, if it's a bad end theater, I'll just leave the theater. This takes me to the main menu, the normal main menu, right? Let's try that. Can I find a different theater? Darn it. Can I change the... Can I go into the settings and say make it not a bad theater? Okay. I guess we gotta go back in. So we need her to be merciful. Maybe now we just need to change to be somebody else. Because there's got to be more. There's got to be more. Let's check the bad end button again. Merciful. Disloyal. True end. But I don't want the true end. The true end was awful. There's got to be more true end. Like, that's teasing that there's a way out of this, right? Can somebody, like, verify for me, is there an actual... Like, that's not it, right? Ray, you've played this game before. Potato. Potato. Quigata said, besides Underling, you're pretty much good for any route now since you finally got Merciful Overlord. Wait, can I be Underling? I want to be Underling and have a Merciful. I'm going to be the Underling. You're not hungry, though. Why was hungry? Click on that. You're not hungry, Underling. You're not dutiful. You're diplomatic. But yeah. We'll take away Tyrant. And let's try Underling. Let's just see what happens. Tell her to quit yelling. Oh, crap. Okay, let's kill the Overlord. Yeah, because we need to be disloyal. Time to die. No, that just kills her. Darn it! Okay, so apparently, Underling still can't. So let's try the hero again. Since this will be Greg's opportunity to redeem himself. Skip. Flee like a coward. Ask. Wait, what? Oh, this is new. Oh, because we ran into the maiden. Ask the maiden what she's doing. Doesn't she know the Overlord's castle's right there? It's dangerous. The maiden explains that she spoke with the Overlord, and it turns out the demons never had any diabolical plans to harm the village or anyone in it. Oh, we got a new thing, trusting. Believe her story. So we can get a new trait for everybody now. You have no reason to assume she's lying to you, even though her story is kind of hard to believe. You feel you should trust her. You tell her you're pretty surprised that everyone has been wrong about the demons all along. The townspeople must be informed of this immediately. The two of you return to the village. They had all been so worried. They praise you for your bravery. But the maiden quickly sets the record straight. There was nothing she needed to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers look to you for an explanation. You politely inform them that it isn't your story to tell. You merely ran into her on the way to the castle. She explains that the Overlord isn't interested in capturing maidens or anything of the sort. The villagers turn to you in disbelief. They aren't being subtle in how little they trust this maiden's story. You totally believe her, but to placate these fair citizens, you volunteer to speak to the demons personally, just in case. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. This is very different. You're too busy thinking what a great and reliable hero you are to hear what they're saying. Uh-oh, Town's elder voice breaks you out of your thoughts. He implores you to meet with the Overlord immediately and says they'll all keep an eye on the maiden until you return. You figure that sounds all right, but the mood is kind of intense for some reason. Did you miss something? You aren't sure what's going on, but you get the feeling it might be bad to leave the maiden on her own. But she suddenly takes off running. Oh, you thought the two of you were in this together. Her actions have convinced the crowd that she's obviously been a liar and a witch from the start, so we'll need to the maiden and get her final trait. People are shouting for you to hunt her and her demon friends down already, but that doesn't sound like a very heroic task. You can't help but feel these people are wrong. It's up to you to catch up to her and talk to the demons in order to clear up this misunderstanding. You valiantly dash after the maiden toward the Overlord's castle. But you were too late. Through the unguarded gates, you spot a group of demons surrounding a body. The maiden. She was a fool to have trusted the demons after all. Your hero blood is boiling. You'll avenge her death. You charge through the gates and eliminate every demon you see. What the F are you doing, killing all my soldiers? That's 2 F-bombs. You've exceeded your allotted allowances of F, that M rating now. The Overlord is angry. You vow to exterminate her and all of demon kind. You clash again and again, but the Overlord isn't going down easy. You're both dangerously low on both. Oh, the maiden's alive? Wait, no. Both. No, I see bat wings. Oh, both like me and the Overlord. So maiden is dead. Is that Badonkers behind us? You're both dangerously low on health when everything goes black. Your quest has come to an abrupt end. Unlucky hero, and we're so close, we're so close, we're so close. Okay, so that's his true thing, so we want trusting. So now we gotta do the maiden. Okay, you're a maiden. Okay, we introduce ourselves. And we obey her and we leave. You don't want to cause any trouble, so you figure it's time to go home. Along the way, you encounter the hero. He asks what you're doing. Don't you know the Overlord's castle is like right there? Oh, we can skip ahead. He's very surprised. The demons don't seem to be as malicious as you were raised to believe. Okay, we're back on track. Let me read some more comments in the chat. I thought we were like right at the ending. That's why I was reading so much chat, but apparently there's some more. We might go a little overtime tonight. Ray says, the flipping chart, Logan. Quickity said he was right there earlier, but had the wrong route. Now he's on the right one and the wrong options. 2:30, so I'm 18 minutes behind. Quickity says, is this it? Let's see. Ray says, OMG, finally. Gosh. Doc says, mayhaps. Ray said, that took too long. Doc is going, geez Louise. Quickity says, we need to see if we get the option I was waiting for. Crystal with an emote. Ray says, cheese and rice Mooney. Quickity says, ah yes, the bit bagel. Oak says, Logan, you should give me a bagel at 10k bits. Crystal, oh, is that a rate suggestion, Crystal? Hang on. Let me copy that down into my text file over here. So we'll be checking that out a little bit later because we're like 12 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. But as I was saying, we might be going a little bit over tonight. I was actually a little bit worried that we were going to finish this game early. But that's not going to happen. So I hope you guys don't mind if we go long. Oh, and Crystal with some more raid suggestions. Let me copy those ones down as well. Thank you very much, Crystal. I appreciate that. Let's see. And Ray says, Logan got to the part where I can see the messages finally. Can you see him now? I feel like again, 18 minutes. That's not that far behind. And a slow chat. Let's see. Quick said, I'm praying that he gets the last trait. Doc says, come on. Ray says, I bet he'll pick it. Doc says, woo. Crystal says, please. Quick says, yes. Ray says, little do y'all know, this isn't even a good ending. Crystal says, love the AA references. Ray says, we get about 200 more quotes when Vero became a mod. Oak says, I miss Vero. Quick said, Daisuke is still alive in my eyes. Ray said, I should start a collection of every time someone says they miss Vero. We should have a counter for that. And don't tell Vero, we should make a counter. Does anybody know how to make counters? Oak says, I like the mouthwashing video. Well, thank you. You did, I did, and a friend of mine who always goes out of her way to like all of my videos liked it. So it got 3 likes, and that's all. Let's see. Ray says, Logan needs this reminder. Queen said, okay, now that Logan is a final trait for Overlord, the other routes should be set now. Okay, so let's do this. He is very surprised that demons don't seem to be as malicious as you were raised to believe. The two of you return to the village, hoping to communicate this to everyone. They'd all been so worried, and you were very glad that the hero brought you back. You quickly set the record straight. You weren't rescued because there was nothing to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers seem confused and look to the hero for an explanation. He tells them he only ran into you on his way to the castle, and that this really isn't his story to tell. You explain to them how you met the Overlord, and that she's not actually interested in capturing maidens, or other mean things like that. The villagers look again to the hero for confirmation. You feel a little miffed that they seem to prefer his word over yours, but you don't say anything about it. The hero proclaims that he believes your story, but volunteers to go to the talk to the demons himself, just to make absolutely sure. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You hear words like trickery and demon sympathizer, which is odd because demon sympathizer is 2 words instead of 1 being thrown around, which makes you frown. You're pretty shocked that everyone is this hesitant to believe you. Does the hero even trust you? You aren't sure anymore. Okay, so she needs a new trait where she actually can trust the hero back instead of running off on her own, right? Like a teamwork trait. An old man implores the hero to go speak with the Overlord immediately. He says you should be held prisoner and considered dangerous until the hero returns. Much to your disbelief, the crowd agrees with him. Because, of course, if you were conspiring with the demons, they can't afford to let their guard down. The whole village would be slaughtered by monsters. The hero isn't saying anything. You'll be tied up and tossed into a cell at this rate. If you're going to be held captive by anyone, it's going to be by the Overlord, not by your fellow countrymen. Grab the hero and run. Yes, okay, so we bring... Yeah, do we want to leave it? Grab the hero and run. Okay, we're doing so good. We're doing so good. You boldly announce that you'll accompany the hero to prove yourself. You'd rather risk what's out there instead of staying in a village that doesn't trust you. We gotta be so close. We gotta be so close, right? We got to be so close. I gotta read some more in the chat, though. Ray says this game has 4 lesbians. Wait. The hero and badonkers as well? Doc says lots of winning winners. Jackson said, darn, where's the good end theater when you need it? Ray says that should be the sequel. Doc said, there just maybe could be perhaps at least one good end. Ray says verification for Logan, 100% it. Then we'll talk. Crap, I don't have to get all the endings right, do I? Are we not going to get to it tonight because of that? Doc says, his name is Goku. Jackson says, Greg is better. Queen Katie says, yay. Ray says, I don't think we brought enough attention to the fact that bro has an effing belt on his head. I mentioned it at the beginning. Full-on belt buckle. Oak says, what the F? Queen Katie says, salute to Maiden. Ray says, that wasn't Goku's true end. That was his unlucky end. Queen Katie said, I do know how to get to the Maiden's final trait, but we'll see how it goes. Oak said, close to good end theater. Queen Katie says, I'm okay with overtime. Oh, and the end is in chat. Chat is in sight. I'm almost there, so let's play some more. Oh, look how determined she is. I love it. That's why she's resolute. No one seems to know how to react. You grab the hero by the wrist and take off before anyone stops you. Near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. Wait, are we missing a color? We have orange for the hero. We have red for the Overlord. We have purple for the Maiden. I don't know if that's the turquoise for Underling. Did I forget to set him to disloyal? They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her! But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of demons, the world is better off with less of them. This isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. Unreliable! Well, okay, at the beginning he was, but he's improved. You burst into the Overlord's room, all of your words spilling out at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognized from before bursts in, calling you a liar. Please stand up for him this time. Maiden. What was her name? It wasn't Betty. Penny, there we go. You're surprised they were part of this evil plot. They seem so nice. The other demons come in right after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. You're relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence. You think she's very Overlord-like in this moment. The group of demons hiss to each other from behind before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this. I think we're gonna die. Well, we'll do badonkers after this. We gotta be able to get this, yeah? Yeah? And thinking that must have jinxed it, because now the room is engulfed in flames. If only you had ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If you had just pretended to hear, this is the same dialogue as before, yeah, so we can actually skip all this. This is the same. Okay. But this is different? Because the Overlord spares the underling. You feel relieved. But does it make any difference? Will you all burn together? Darn it. Maiden's true end. This is new. It can't end like this. This has got to take us to like the real ending, right? It's got to be all of them. All of them have their good traits, and the underling is disloyal. You want to answer the maiden's prayers. You've decided to find a way to save everyone. But retracting the paths you've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be any room to avoid a bad ending. Is there really nothing you can do to keep them all from getting killed in the end? If there's nothing you can do by acting from within their story, maybe it's time to take things into your own hands. Oh, wow! Hero on fire, maiden on fire, they're all on fire! You are ... Oh, crap, wrong button, what button? What button was that? I didn't mean to press that button. I was just trying to cycle through. You are ... We're gonna get a good ending! We're gonna get a good ending, you guys! Quicky said, I do know how to get the maiden's final trait. We'll see how it goes. Oak said, close to a good ending theater. Quicky said, I'm okay with overtime. Ray says, Logan is slow. Doc said, overtime is okay for me. Oak says, always okay with more longer. Ray says, I was gonna go and like Logan's video, but then I remembered TikTok is banned. I mean, I guess there's desktop and VPNs, or maybe. Actually, I don't know if that works or not. I really don't know how they're enforcing it, so please don't follow those instructions. Oak says, I need to see how the ban works. I haven't opened it yet. Quingate said, he's doing so good, only the underling left now. Oak says, woo. Quingate says, underling is actually very easy to do for their true ending. So I didn't get underling's true ending? We'll need to do that afterward. Ray's, if there's time, if there's a way. Ray says, Goku and Badonkers are not the extra lesbians. Cookster says, extra lesbians as a treat. Ray said, get every ending, Logan. You need to. Quingate said, I'm just hoping to see all the true endings for each character. Remember, Logan, Betty Hart is merciful this time. Okay, let me have a sip of water, and let's do this. Although let me glance over to YouTube. Let's see, Quingate said, let's see, there is an actual true ending. Yes, I said besides underling, cause you need a new trait to get their true end. So we didn't get underling's true end. Aw. Hidden Hand says Edgeworth. However, since the room was literally on fire and have way less time, the killer has 2 kings. Edgeworth. Okay, this is going to be way. Okay, this is going to be way harder. Part 6 coming probably next stream. So till next stream, until I continue overtime. Awesome. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. You boldly insert yourself into the story and use your incredible power to warp everyone to safety. So it's player ex machina? Is that what it is? You didn't know you could do that. But what's going on here? You take a moment to get a good look at yourself. You are you, but why are you pitch black? Oh, because that's like the only color, because there was like other things were in black, so that's us. You feel that this body doesn't accurately represent you, but you move past it. The hero, the maiden, the underling, the overlord have been staring at you two, and they're all in their normal, they're like unique colors. They look like they don't really know what they're supposed to do right now. You guess that's because you're usually the one guiding them. What will you say to them? Hi guys! I have come to save you! It's gonna go, hi guys. You smile awkwardly and introduce yourself. The maiden is the first to respond. My prayers have been answered. You must be... Her god? No. You are merely... the player. If there was any god here, they'd be the final boss. That's just how these role-playing games go. Oh. Now you realize what the real true ending must be. Ah, toilet talk! I don't think I can save, but thank you for the toilet talk. I think it auto-saves. Now. Enough of this. I admit I've been encouraging you all along, but a self-insert story? How passé. You watch helplessly as tragedy descends from the heavens. You didn't honestly believe you were the only one who could force your way onto the stage, did you? I am the narrator, storyteller, god of this world. Call me Tragedy if you'd like. Darkness envelops your party. You don't mind if I send each of them back to relive one of their many bad endings, right? You're alone in the darkness with me, Tragedy. I sincerely hope you've been enjoying your time in my theater, though I can't abide you stealing the show without permission. It's quite disrespectful. I'm sick of all these bad endings. I want to see something new. Are you trying to say my bad endings have gone out of style? You have some nerve. You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a... You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a better ending. It's all that's left for you, isn't it? Well, this does sound like it could be entertaining. Show me what you've got. Time to fight! Oh, turn-based combat? The stage is set for your final battle against me, the god of this world. What will you do? How will you fight against tragedy itself? I'd love to see it. I feel like I'm gonna make the wrong choice. It's gonna be one of those things where you should have defended instead of attacked. I'm gonna attack. You try your best to tear me down, but you can't seem to to do any damage. You don't truly exist in this world after all. Oh, is that all? You'll never defeat me like that. Wait, let me try it again. Attack. No? Oh, wait, huh? Log, I missed that. What happened? Perhaps you don't understand just how outclassed you are here. Behold my beautifully tragic tales. And they're all the different colors. Doesn't seeing them all again make your heart ache? You've witnessed 17 of my painstakingly crafted endings. Your heart does indeed ache for these characters. How could you want to put an end to all this? Do you truly care for them that much? They're still suffering backstage, you know. It's a shame they couldn't make it here to the end of the world. That's right. You came here to save them. You can't do this alone. My HP is 17, is behind, and Tragedy's HP is in infinity. How will you fight against Tragedy? Can I summon Ulbadonkers? You approach the gates of the Overlord's castle. The underling is on duty, as you expected. Duty. They call out to you. The other demon guard is sound asleep. Hey, you're a pretty weird-looking intruder. What do you want? You explain that no, you're not an intruder, although you're definitely intruding into their story right now. You tell the underling you've come to save them from tragedy. Okay, try saving me from boredom first. I hate this job. The underling snickers. You ask what kind of job they'd rather have. It'd be best if I didn't have to work at all. I just want to live a carefree life and never get bossed around or picked on. You think of the underling's friends who had bullied them into an assassination plot only to betray them in the end. If they keep better company, maybe they wouldn't feel so restless. The true end for the underling suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change their fate. So there's a way that even work can be fun? Sounds fake, but I'll tag along with you just in case. The underling will now fight alongside you. Yay! Oh, that's a cool sprite! Oh, somebody posted a sprite that was like that in the Discord. I love that sprite. Oh, not another F word. What the F? You didn't say anything about a boss. Oh, that was the underling. What the F? You didn't say anything about a boss battle. The underling? You must be desperate to call on such an unreliable ally. If I beat this guy up, all my problems will be over. Oh, but it won't be that easy. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. No! Ow. Ow. Wait, I have to choose, what? We probably want tenacity, right? That he... Knock me down, I'll just come back stronger. The underling uses their tenacity to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. Okay, so that's good. So let's summon other people. Let's summon, who did we do second? We did Maiden second. So let's summon the Maiden. Yes, we are going over. We're past the 3-hour mark. Hope you guys don't mind. You happen to find the Maiden as she exits the church, her heart set on meeting a demon. Perfect timing. She approaches you, having already taken notice of your odd form. Excuse me, are you a traveler? I've never seen anyone like you before. You explain that no, you're not a traveler. Well, maybe you are, in a sense. You've come all this way. The Maiden regards you with excited curiosity. Then perhaps you might be a demon. I was hoping I would meet one today. You think of all the terrible fates that hope would that hope would bring about. She is the catalyst of this story. Fates that hope would bring about. She is the catalyst of this story, after all. My role as a maiden is to be captured by the Overlord. But you see, I've grown so tired of waiting. You remember this part. She wanted to understand her role better, and so you ask what it is that she's really hoping to gain from this. The maiden is confused by your question. Perhaps it was as simple as wanting to reach the place she felt like she belonged. The true end for this maiden suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. If there's something I can do to find fulfillment, then please guide me. The maiden will now fight alongside you. Oh, she's got all these sprites are so great. What is that horrible creature? You wound me, dear maiden. Is tragedy really such a terrible thing to behold? I remember now. I remember all the awful things you put us through. Then this should be familiar to you as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. It's purple. She's so sad. Oh. So what she needs is hope, right? I think that was the thing that she needed. It sounded like hope. Our true endings do exist. They simply must. The maiden hopes with all of her heart to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. Okay, we're doing good. 2 out of 2 so far. Next, we'll move on to the Overlord. You enter the Overlord's room, relieved to see the fire contained in the torches on the walls. When you close the door behind you, the Overlord rises from her slumber. I gotta read some more in the chat because this is good, but this is taking longer than I expected it to. Let's see. Oak says, also, just so you know, Katie's metaphor edit is amazing. And Joyce, I'm looking forward to it, even though it's gonna be me suffering. Doc says, click it or ticket. Do you guys have that in your states? Ray says, oh wait, I thought this happens after you get every ending. Doc says, I guess it's just when you unlock Maiden true ending. Quicket says, holy heck, we're here, wowzers. Ray says, how anticlimactic, you didn't get underlings or heroes, I'm pretty sure. I'm sad I didn't get underlings, but I did get heroes. Quicket said, self-insert. Ray said, at least I think I got heroes, didn't I? Ray says, yes, no time. Oak says, name it LoganRobo's. Doc says, hello everybody, my name is Mercury Pier. Ray says, man, tis bonkers. Okay, let's keep going. Who are you? Have you come to reside in my castle and serve me? You explain that no, you're not here to serve her. It's more like you've come here to do her a favor. You ask why she spends all day sleeping instead of commanding her demon army. She laughs in response. Many of my underlings certainly think I should be more aggressive with the humans, like my father before me. His quest for revenge was endless and self-perpetuating. There's a reason I had to destroy him. You can't help but think that it's a little late in the game to be getting some new backstory. I have no interest in waging war on the humans. I merely wish to be left alone to live a peaceful, indulgent life in my castle. You realize she must actually be very lonely, only surrounded by soldiers instead of friends. You wonder, no wonder she gets so attached to the maiden. And they're both hot, so, you know. Hot likes hot. The true end for the Overlord suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. Sorry, just had to breathe for a second. My own attempts at peace have been rather imperfect. If you offer a solution, then very well, I will follow you. The Overlord will now fight alongside you. Please look cool, please look cool. Oh, she looks cool! I see, so this is tragedy. Ah, you brought the Overlord. I don't stand a chance now. You prevented me from attaining peace for long enough. Prepare to die! I hope you're prepared to face your deaths as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Oh. I'm down to 8 hit points. Okay, so her thing is she needs ambition, right? Because she sleeps too much. We don't want brutality, but we need ambition. I'll reach my true ending with my own power. Overlord uses her ambitious nature to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. Okay, so we're good now. So we need to summon Hero and we should be good. I feel like I've chosen the right thing for all 3 so far. Oh, this is his home. He has a sewing kit and a poster of what looks like a lady on the wall. You find the hero in his home hunched over a sewing table. Your sudden intrusion scares the heck out of the poor guy. Are you some kind of demon? You explain that no, you're not a demon, okay, how can you explain it in a way the hero can understand? Instead, you ask what he's sewing. Oh, this? I craft all my own gear. You sense his pride in his hobby. You wonder if the costumes are what attracted him to the role of hero. That's why he's got a belt around his head. Let me read a couple more comments. Quickie said, can he get the right trait? I feel like I'm doing good so far. It's been logical, right? Ray says, look how the maidens and overlords are on the same. Quickie said, I'm shaking so hard right now. Ray said, I don't think he can mess this up. I don't think it's allowed, actually, but this is Logan. We never know. Also, yeah, I've sent that gif a couple of times. It's silly. And Oak is 10609. So yeah, I'm okay. I'm like 5 minutes behind. Let me look at YouTube chat. And yeah, Hidden Hand saying, until I continue overtime, all out attack for some reason. You can do this, yeah, but dunkers. This feels like Undertale, like the 7 Souls. Oh, it kind of does. I dig that vibe. You sense his pride in his hobby. You wonder if the costumes are what attracted him to the role of hero. Would you like some clothes? You don't seem to be wearing any. Oh yeah, you remember the state of your body and decide that yes, some clothes from the hero would be nice. We better have some clothes on our sprite when we go back now. He is overjoyed by your answer. Apparently, his outfits are too gaudy for the other townsfolk, so no one else wants them. The true end for the hero suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change his fate. I could make a living as a tailor rather than a hero? Please tell me what I can do to reach that dream. The hero will now fight alongside of you. He looks cool, but we don't have any cool outfit. I agreed to follow you, but I didn't expect to face something like this. The hero has arrived. We really couldn't have a final boss battle without him. You're the one who's been killing us, murderer! I can't truly call myself a hero until I see you defeated. We'll see about that. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Okay, I'm now down to 7 hit points. Now that the whole party's here, can you solve my final puzzle? Which combination of behaviors will open the path to your true ending? Show me! Willpower, I think willpower, right? Because Justice is all about being a hero, but he wants to be a tailor. So willpower. Your reign of terror ends here, Tragedy. I refuse to give in. The hero uses his willpower to overcome tragedy. This is it. With everyone's hearts united, you take aim toward your best possible futures. Did we do it too? I think we did. I think we did it. You all unleash one final attack. Hey, it's like Hidden Hand said. It is an all-out attack. To destroy tragedy once and for all. Unless it'll be like, attack fails. Your combination's wrong. Hey! We got rid of infinity hit points, which is mathematically impossible. You've done it. You've managed to defeat me. A tragic ending for tragedy itself. Oh, so it's a bad ending for him. I love it. I must thank you all for fulfilling your roles perfectly. Starring Hero as himself. It's the credits. Thank you, Hero. Thank you, Maiden. Thank you, Lil Badonkers. Thank you, Overlord. We did it. Oak says, Dot, have you played this game before? Doc says, I have. Oak says, whoa. Ray says, I love this game. Ray says, these end traits are the only time Logan has rubbed his 3 brain cells together. Again, I've done well with puzzles in the past. I even recently posted that revolver puzzle from Your Turn to Die. Crystal says, Greg. Doc says, he made that belt on his head. Ray says, during the stream, I mean. Oak says, 10609. Wow, we're really early in the stream. Oh, did I say 1 instead of 3? I'm sorry. Quickie said, Logan, you called this earlier, sir. You said that Goku was the hero mask, but Greg is just a normal dude behind it. Are we gonna see his face? Cookster says, amorphous black creature. Quickity said, I would have had a spoiler clip for that, but I didn't clip it because I wasn't sure if you were going to keep playing the game, lol. Doc says, good and theater. Jackson says, unless you did infinity damage. But by the nature of infinity, isn't infinity minus infinity still infinity? Is it still infinite? Let's keep going. Thank you, Overlord. Enough of this nonsense. We defeated you, so die already. Don't worry. I'll be making my exit shortly. Finally, thank you, most of all. We couldn't have made it here without you. Yes, my bad end theater did contain a truly good ending after all. I apologize for antagonizing you for so long. So Ray, I was right. I mean, it's not surprising because, like, of course they were gonna have a good ending. I mean, that would be awful if the game was, like, literally just that, like, nothing but bad endings and there was no way to overcome it, so I shouldn't really feel proud of myself at all for that. But still, I'm counting it. I wanted to deliver a satisfying story. Was I able to do it, I wonder? Chat? Was Tragedy able to do it? No. No, hey, I'm satisfied. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Happy endings shouldn't always come easily. Reality is not so kind. But you've earned this one. Here's your true ending. Achievement unlocked, your true end! Just show... Oh, I thought it was going to show them all being happy. Oh, there he is! We are going to see it. The belt is off his head, and he's being a tailor now. Aw. Let's see. Oak says, woo. Quick said now to watch the credits. Ray says there's more. Oh, wait. There's words? Was Badonkers showing off Hero's clothes? Oh, this is fun. I like the sound of it with this. And sorry, we'll read some more in the chat because I am almost caught up. But I want to enjoy the song first. That was cool. Your true end. Let's see. Where did I leave off though? Doc said, do we get to see the other lesbians without all the endings? Crystal with the schedule, command, and socials. Cookster says, oh, wow, he actually completed it. Ray said, oh, gosh, I think not actually. Quickita said, I mean, how the hero just wanted to be a tailor. You called that lol. He actually wasn't a true hero. Oh, because I'd mentioned the belt at the beginning. Doc said, yeah, I was worried that was true. Ray says, no. Oh, first time chatter. The tea draws. Am I saying that right? Like the tea, like a cup of tea? Saying this game is awesome. Always fun to watch people play it. Have you been here for a while watching it? I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like the last hour or so I really struggled. The first 2 hours I did pretty well. Then kind of hit some speed bumps. But hi, since you're new here, just to let you know we do stream other games. Let you know the rundown. Please don't run away. I just want to let you know. No pressure if you just disregard all this info. But we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between Metaphor Refantasio and Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. But we added some extra Saturday streams this month to do some other fun, shorter games like Bad End Theater. We had sampled like the first 10 or 20 minutes of it last year, a long time ago. And I liked it enough and had been meaning to play it for a while. So we came back and finally did the whole thing. Crystal says, welcome into the T Draws. Can you call you the T for short? Assuming you're still here, I don't know how long ago this was. I feel like I was close to catching up. Ray says, I think he had to have it hit no. Quickita said, I don't know, the guy didn't say that. Oak says, wait, what would have happened? Crystal says, oh, I love this. Ray says, the true ending. Oak says, Vocaloid ending. Crystal says, the Walla together. Are they married? Cookster says, lesbians. Jackson said, I'm still curious what happens if you use all of the secret traits. So I unfortunately didn't unlock our beloved, my favorite character, Little Badonkers' true ending. Ray says, Logan, this isn't the true ending. Well, what's that? Oh, what was that? Oh, the T. Thank you so much for the follow. I gotta ask, so do you do art streams? Because it's the T Draws? Art streams are fantastic. So thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. I hope that means that you enjoyed this. We are just doing a quick little post-mortem here, as you can see, because the game is done. I wonder if we hit exit the theater, will we have like a different main menu? Will it be like Good End Theater or something? Will it look different? Let's Oh, still the same, but that's nice. But thank you so much for the follow. Here, let me pop this into chat. I think Crystal might have already posted this a little while ago, but here's a link tree. Do with this as you see fit, or ignore it if you want. But there's a link tree that has a Discord invite. My TikTok, although I guess that's banned in the US for right now. I don't know what country you're from. YouTube, Twitter, all the stuff, all the places. I need to figure out how to do Twitter. I feel like I'm getting the hang of TikTok and YouTube, but Twitter, I don't know yet. Doc says, there is a truer ending. Oak says, the truest ending. Is this for real? Quiga said, I figured it out. The T said, just call me T. Okay, so you're T. I'll make sure to stick around. Your channel seems super cool. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Do you mind if I ask what type of games you play? Because like I said, we're currently doing an Ace Attorney game and a JRPG, so we do a lot of like visual novels and RPGs. Quiga said he actually needed all 41 endings for the actual true ending, but it's okay. We're good at this. Okay, so then we're not going to worry about that tonight, because we're already over time. Ray says, yes. Crystal posts the schedule and a wish list. Ray says, Logan, you need all endings for the true ending. Doc says, oh, this is /serious. There is a better ending. And Ray says, yeah. And they're 3 hours, 20 minutes, and 37 seconds into the chat. I caught up with chat for the first time of the night. Let me have a sip of water to celebrate that. Thank you very much, everybody, for sticking with me through past the ending. Let me look at Crystal's raid suggestions that she had submitted earlier. See which one has the fewest number of viewers. Looks like it is this one right here. So let me copy that over. And yeah, so if anyone's lurking, I guess you just heard me giving T the rundown and everything in the schedule. It's all there right now. So yeah, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, which means tomorrow is, I gotta think for a second, is Ace Attorney Investigations 2. We're still in the opening chapter. Lots of great Miles Edgeworth action. Then we'll have a day off finally. I'll be able to rest my voice on Monday. Monday, I'll post the Discord, the schedule on Discord. Next Saturday, we won't be able to do another bonus Saturday. The next time we'll be able to will probably be in March. We won't be able to do it in February because I'll be back to doing improv on Saturday nights in February. But Tuesday we'll pick up with Metaphor Refantasio. Maybe I'll grind up and maybe try that baby fight again. Or maybe I'll just like try and stealth it. Depends on if I want to make good decisions or bad decisions. So here's the one we're raiding. Let me type in our raid command there. And there we go, and we got a few more comments. I guess we can take off slow mode now. Let me make sure I remember how to do that. Where is it? There was slow mode is off because I am caught up to chat now. As long as everybody doesn't suddenly start typing tons. Quick said, thank you for the very bad ending stream. Thank you all. I was nervous about it. Anytime we do something different, I'm nervous, but I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, even though I struggled a bit in the third hour. Oak says, thank you for the very WLW stream. Ray says, I need you to play this again, Logan, for the extra lesbians. Quick said, see y'all next time for some chit-chatting with the president about a murder. Crystal says, thank you for the bonkers stream. Oak says, it made me smile. Good night, everyone. Doc says, very good stream. Thank you, Mr. Robo. Oak says, yes, do baby fight. T says, thank you for the stream. Hope you have a good rest of your day. And thank you again for the follow. I don't know how much you watched, but I hope you enjoyed everything that you saw. And thank you. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you again at a future stream. Oak says, good night, everyone. Thank you. Jackson says, yeah, have a great night. And Oak does quote 253 again. Okay, because since we got someone new, we're talking about like a hole in your gums if a tooth gets pulled. That I'd be distracted. That's all it is. It was nothing dirty. However, Crystal's, that was talking about boobs. But it's funny because we're saying bonkers. That's why. Anyway, love and appreciate you all. We'll see you all tomorrow for Ace Attorney, and then Tuesday for Metaphor Refantasio. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. Oh, my camera popped out. Bye. Good night, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. And for those watching the VOD or over on YouTube, good night as well. Oh, and also, I forgot to say, hang on. I forgot to say to Hidden Hand. Love this game, yay, true ending. By the way, asking, did you enjoy the story so far? The Edgeworth thing is fun. I just love any excuse to do voices. So sorry, I popped away. Hope you didn't leave. Said, what happens if you go back in? I'm assuming just to play some more. Maybe we'll find out someday. And good night, by the way. Sorry about that, but good night for realsies now. Bye.